And here we are. How is everybody doing tonight? Holy cow, we already got 13 viewers. But
really? Mine says 6.
Mine's showing 13.
Math better.
But
computer. Did I tell you about how when we hit like daylight savings time or whatever, my computer didn't adjust, so I was off by an hour because I was gaming on it.
It didn't automatically update.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is weird. I thought that was a thing now that just happened.
Yeah, I thought it was just an automatic.
I thought it was like midnight and my boyfriend was supposed to be home at like 11 and I was like, oh my god, is he dead?
But how is everybody doing tonight? We decided because of, what was it, like a few weeks ago? Or is this still from when Sammy did all his donating a month ago? We decided to, yeah, this was actually kind of from our big Sammy and Hype Train. Jester with the sub, tier 2 sub.
Well, it's not new, but it was my anniversary, and it asked me if I wanted to share it. I'm like, yes, I would like to share that.
So we're pretty much gonna be playing every week until like Christmas, or until we decide not to play one night or something. So we are come on, guys, we got a Hype Train going already.
Those guys are new ones.
I don't have bits tonight, so I can't.
I don't either.
I can't
I only have
do
100
it.
left, and they're about to go out.
Bits.
Guess I better start watching some ads, huh?
I lost
You
the
get
video.
bits by watching ads? I didn't even realize.
Can you still do that? I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Yeah, you
can
can.
still do
That's
that.
the only way I have bits.
Same.
Oh. I didn't even know
I've
there was
never
a thing
paid for
anymore.
bits.
Yeah, Fantasy has never paid for bits, and she's given almost $200 worth of bits on my channel.
Nice.
But I gotta refresh my my screen. But Sammy, thank you for that that subscription. Minika, thank you for the 100 biddies. Jester looks like he donated 100 bits. Guiding Fire with the rate of 1.
Hello.
Just
started.
How it's kind of hard here, and I'm gonna have to do it so we can keep moving. We have a special guest with us playing tonight. He is waiting to be announced. I don't know what his name is, but if he wants to announce himself.
Oh, what a rush. So for those of you who've been following my Extra Life incentives, I've have some face paint streams that I have to do. And this one and my one Thursday are my tribute to the Road Warriors. So I'm painted tonight like Road Warrior Hawk.
Looks very well done. Rocks.
A whole generation of people you need to explain who the Road Warriors were.
I know,
Road Warriors
right?
are the best tag team in wrestling history. Is all you need to know. They actually held every belt in every wrestling promotion that was available when they were wrestling. That's why they're considered by many people, myself included, the best of all time. And they used to do the face paint. Hawk would paint it like this, and then Thursday I'll be wearing mine like Animal, which is going to be a little bit more intricate because the spider is going to be a little fun to do.
You gotta do that all on your own.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully everybody had a wonderful and joyous Turkey Day last week. Looks like everybody that did travel over the weekend is back safe. I still have leftovers that I'm gonna be eating for the next few days. But we are going to get ourselves started here. Last week, our group of adventurers ended up fighting against a whole bunch of, I can't remember what they were now.
Pseudo dragons.
Pseudo dragons, as not long after they got to the peninsula that they were heading to. and then they did some searching around a house and an area that has a poison, a smell that only a few of them actually recognized or were able to smell, like a poisonous stench. They had a an ominous fog on the at the edge of. Yeah, I had to refresh mine too for some reason. Um they've had an ominous fog at the edge of the forest area where the house that they were currently at was around. They found a secret passageway, and
And we
inside
channeled our inner David Bowie.
inside the house. And we ended up coming out in a labyrinth of some sort, where the group did inner channel their David Bowie at the end of our last session. So with that being said, you guys have not taken a rest since you've been on the boat, but it's only probably been a couple hours since you left. You guys are in this
Level 1.
in the labyrinth, but that's about it. I mean, you guys, the last time I said all you really were able to see was just, it looked like it was a long path in front of you. Like you don't see it cut off to any side, but it looks like it's just a long trail.
So
Now, newbie question. Well, not newbie question, but do we want to do a rest before we go forward, or how does that? And here's the newbie question part of that is how does that work? Say,
A short rest would, like, you guys would decide that you just want to kind of hang out and rest and relax for 4 to 8 hours.
This place not safe enough to rest. We can't stop here. There's no escape. It's too closed off.
So a short rest is only an hour. A long rest is 4 to 8 hours.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say fair enough to Driz, and it's probably not safe.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't like the positioning here at all.
So that, to my assumption, is you guys are gonna start walking into the labyrinth.
y'all, quick question, just for my wondering. Why are we going in here?
Because we're trying to track down whatever's been causing the problems for the boats.
Yeah, right. Whatever. I'm probably gonna die soon anyway. I'm old. Let's go.
Be fine.
So I did roll a 22 on perception.
And what are you trying to do? Ah!
Mainly trying to get a little bit more information about the surroundings. Oh, hello.
No, my Discord was on the wrong screen, so it popped up over there. I moved it earlier. So what are you trying to do now? What's the perception
Mainly
for?
just get some more information about the surrounding area. Is there anything I notice that seems out of place? Is there anything I notice that we should be aware of?
In the other than seeing like the tall, the labyrinth looking bushes and just the super high greenery, you notice like a whole bunch of like branches, or not branches, like roots across the ground. You see a lot of footsteps, but you wouldn't be able to figure out whose or what they belong to. It's just you see them going both forward and back from where you guys are located. They kind of all just start to blend in together. But nothing out of the ordinary at the moment.
And nothing that looks like it was really recent.
No. Or an
Doesn't look like anything or anyone has passed through here recently.
All right. Let's go.
Path or something somewhere.
You guys start walking.
Not me. I'm pretty sure Escalade's still carrying me.
That's right.
You're just sitting up on his shoulder.
On my shoulder.
Hang on.
Free
to you.
ride.
You let go.
Freeloader.
She's
It
like,
gives her
onward!
gives her a whole new perspective on the world.
Tall.
I can see things finally.
Oh. They're not just butts.
I want Scotch to roll me a perception check.
Okay. That always goes well. Oh no, where'd my thing go? There we go.
That's-
Oh,
Ouch.
0.
that'd be a natural one.
Never mind. You see nothing. Like you.
Just excited to
No,
be
actually, here.
tall.
I take that back. Roll it again because you should get advantage because you are rather high up.
Oh, see, I thought that for a second there it was just the whole Schultz. I see nothing.
My first thought was that clearly she's trying to look through Escalade's head.
I thought on a natural one it'd be a stick in the eye.
And she rolled a
Yeah.
6, which doesn't help either. So at this point, she sees nothing. So you guys start walking down the path. Like you guys just start walking in front of you. You probably walk probably about 500 yards before you actually see. You actually walk up to a T in the path. So what it stops in front of you, and you have the option of going left or right. But either way you look, it still looks like you can't tell where it ends and where it begins, pretty much.
Should we just flip coin? Just starts rummaging for a coin.
Yeah. I vote yes. Do it.
Unless you guys have a better idea. And then she flips the coin. And I don't know. How do I know what I get? Should I just flip a real coin? Do I have a real coin?
I was
Roll.
gonna ask if a perception would help determine anything, but I only got a 10. So
Roll a d6.
I would
and
say
do, like,
roll
evens odds?
yeah, just roll a d6 and tell me evens or odds.
Pretty sure the orphan is on the boat.
Well, Scotch agreed.
Yeah,
it,
the
so
orphan's on the
Scotch. Scotch, call it.
Oh wait, what? I
I'm
don't know.
having you call it.
Evens, we go right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Head. Okay. Got a 6.
Even. So you
Go
guys
right.
go right.
we'll go
And
right.
I guess we go that way. Tucks away the coin again.
You guys start walking, and you guys. I want everybody to roll me a perception check this time.
You mean I don't get to stick with my 22 from earlier?
10.
I got an 18.
I
And
got a
that
19.
20.
I got an 8.
Yeah.
V and Driz. FML, Scotch.
Yeah, mine was a 7. I'm jealous of his 8.
The only rolls I'm not seeing is big.
There we go.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
yours-
my nat 20 didn't go through, but I rolled again.
Yeah. Okay, so V and Driz are the only two that actually can hear, like, in the distance, like, a loud, like, something's walking.
Can we tell, like, how
Any
it sounds?
direction?
Like, can you describe the walking?
And we're walking.
It's
And
and
we're
we're walking.
and walking.
It sounds like it's a loud, muffled, like a loud, muffled thump, and it's like
Heavy steps.
like real heavy steps. It doesn't seem like they're close. Like they like you hear them like it's in the far distance.
Down this path, or can we not really tell?
You
what
can't
direction?
tell where they're at, but you can definitely hear the thumping of something walking in the distance.
Driz, who's probably at the front of the pack, I'm guessing, takes a stop and does like this thingy. Goes like this with her hands. Tells everybody to shh, quiet.
I can't. I'm
No,
seeing what's
I
out
was.
He was mouthing the words to Rockfist for the
there.
for the alert.
I just looked up. I was like, I can't hear anything Cubby's saying.
It sound like this, and Driz like does like the sumo wrestler like leg up and stomp, and then leg up and stomp.
Well,
Big
I can't
step.
hear it, but I can hear you.
Hey, I feel like maybe we should just have a little chat with whatever it is instead of just killing it this time. Let's try that. It's something different.
If we come across it, because I have no idea how far away it is or where it's going.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it doesn't attack us, we won't attack it.
You said the trees kind of arch over to form kind of like a tunnel, right?
Cut-
Or is there open sky above
It's
it?
open sky above you.
Maybe we could send the defying
Some
thing.
buttercat.
Yeah.
Maybe it can see what we might be hearing.
Yeah, sure. Summon butter from the familiar
Super
void,
duper.
I guess. with a twirl.
And now I just imagine butter dripping from your hands.
Yes. That is exactly how that works.
The
It's the whole
component for this spell is
situation.
actually a stick of butter.
From the
Yeah.
fridge. Happy birthday, Inferno. Yes, he says he turned 32 today.
32.
We are to praise them.
Youngin.
Yeah.
Right?
Not much younger, but yes.
So butter goes up. I want you to roll a perception for butter.
Oh, I definitely don't have stats for that
Well,
anymore.
roll a d12. You should have. I thought you had something on your character sheet.
On my character sheet. No, you sent me the sheet for it, and I had it bookmarked on my old stuff.
Did I send it to you in a personal message?
Y'all's?
Let me see if I can find
Just
it.
roll
real
my
quick.
perception and then add something to it. Oh my dear lord! I just rolled a 3. I
Can
don't.
y'all not
Oh
hear
my
me?
god.
I can
I
now.
just heard
It's in-
that.
Hello?
I can hear you
We
now.
We can now.
can
We
hear
couldn't
that.
No,
earlier.
we can't.
It's in extras on her sheet.
Hmm.
It should be on extras on her sheet. That's where things like familiars are kept.
Yeah. Have you met me? I'll make sure to add that later.
Never
Well,
gets added.
Rolled a 3.
Right?
Like a couple, and I see something. Probably not anything useful.
Why am I seeing my? Oh. So it goes up and it's kind of flying around. All it sees is like it can see like some real tall trees in the distance. But it reports to you that it doesn't see anything moving.
Y'all, there are trees, and there are trees. So, let's just keep going.
Something Driz don't know.
Where do I begin?
We could be here all night.
All right, you know, let's just. I mean, who doesn't love a surprise? Let's just go. Just be
Maybe a
ready.
big
Keep on
friendly man
walking.
who have fish for just a nom on. Nom nom nom.
Yeah, who knows?
We'll have fish for Driz to nom on.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd trust fish from some random thing that we're gonna find in the middle of this forest maze.
Well, good thing Driz no ask you. Driz gets back up and starts, walking forward again.
I found the trust thing, by the way. I don't.
Can
I don't
Driz
need-
start singing So Salty Sweet? Because as soon as you said fish, I just thought of Gollum.
No.
If I had the thing set up on my computer, I'd find it real quick and play it.
Juicy sweet.
Was it Juicy Sweet? It was something sweet.
I think it was Juicy Sweet. It's been a while since I've seen those movies. I need to watch them again.
This is
Right.
9 hours of walking.
Everything's important.
So you guys start walking in the right in the direction to the right. You come across another, like, you kind of walk another like 400 or 500 yards. To that point, it kind of veers back to the same direction that you originally were walking back. Kind of like it turns left on you, and as you keep walking, all of a sudden you kind of hear like an animal whimper, not far off into the distance.
Do we all hear that?
Yes.
Do we want to check that out, or what do we want to do?
Driz,
Rox.
here's some food.
Rox or V? Does that a familiar sound to y'all?
I just rolled a perception of 20, so
Rox recognizes that sound from an earlier encounter that you guys have had.
I rolled a 21.
And you recognize it as well.
earlier encounter.
And the rest of us just.
So we kind of
Wait,
look
what
at
happened?
though now, like the sound is familiar.
Earlier
So
encounter.
are we talking wolves? Because we did have an encounter with wolves. Or are we talking the pseudo dragons?
It sounds similar to a wolf whimper, but you can't tell if it's actually a wolf or not.
So it sounds very similar to a wolf whimpering. Not 100% positive on that, but is that what you're getting, V?
Yeah, pretty close to it, because otherwise I'm just trying to think of what else we've encountered, but we've encountered dragons or pseudo dragons and skeletons and
Yeah, it
The
definitely
only,
doesn't
like-
sound like any of them.
canine.
Flumps.
That's what I was thinking of too. Like, what is that other thing we did?
Well, it sounds kind of sad. Should we go check it out? I don't know. I'm not great with animals that are real. Is anybody else?
Is that a real?
Well, I mean, I haven't exactly been trained in that, but I at least have some knowledge.
I think we should go check it out.
As you guys keep walking in the same direction, you kind of start hearing the whimpering a little more, and it starts to become louder. You do notice up in front of you, you have kind of like in the midnight. It's almost like at a T where you have a crossway kind of coming up in front of you that can go either way. Like you can go any which direction at this point.
Well, which one would lead us closer
Prob-
to
it
the
would.
sound?
It sounds like it's kind of coming from like the north, like the kind of like northwest direction from where you're walking. So, like, if you're walking, say you're walking north, it sounds like it's coming from in front of you to the left. So it's hard to figure out if you would go.
Do we see tracks of anything?
not at. You'd have to roll
No.
perception.
Ah! Perception. I can spell. 13.
You don't notice anything.
Would that be perception or investigation?
I
I
was
almost think it would be nature, actually.
or
'cause
nature or survival.
Yeah.
What's your
Oh wow. Well, if it's nature, I did not do well.
I still didn't do. Nope.
What are they trying to figure out?
If there's
It'd
any
probably
tracks or
be a
anything.
I
stealth.
just throw my crappy roll in there too in survival 6. So
I was gonna say it'd be more of a survival check, but no, you guys aren't noticing anything.
Okay.
Well, my survival check was
rocks.
much better.
Oh wow, yeah.
Survival check was a 24 versus a 10 on my nature check.
You do notice, or Rox notices, a couple sets of what looks like real, like medium size. I would say about medium size. Like it looks like a dog print, but it doesn't. It's not quite as. It's too big for a wolf, but not. Yeah.
Okay, so looks it definitely doesn't look like standard wolf size print.
And it almost looks like it's on 2 feet instead of 4.
Werewolf.
Because we may be looking at something a little more humanoid than we first thought.
What are y'all talking about?
These footprints look like they're from someone standing upright.
Making like dog noises?
Yeah. There are creatures that do that.
What the hell?
We don't know if there was what last night or the past,
Wow.
few hours entailed around here.
I'd say we need to be on our guard.
Y'all,
Definitely.
I remember once upon a time when I was just hanging out in my village and just sleeping in my nice warm bed, drinking my ale, and doing my thing. And now there are like dog humans and stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, I remember when no one ever asked Drift to these ocean. Now we got the wolves. You know what? Not in the ocean, wolves.
You even know what a wolf is anymore?
How about wolf people?
You think wolf people live in the ocean?
I don't know. I don't go in the ocean.
Let's just say wolf people is not the worst thing I've faced.
Wolf
Agreed.
people,
Let-
people, bear people. Don't care, Driz. Don't beat them up.
What like your royalty? You see all kinds of weird stuff. Like what? No offense, but if they hadn't brought us all together, I would not be friends with you. I would give you a drink and send you on your way.
None taken.
But like if you can kill stuff that wants to eat my face, oh, we could be friends in this situation.
Did I have a purpose?
So we're still following it. Is it getting
So-
louder?
So Rox kind of gathers the sense of kind of where, like, he kind of starts. You guys kind of start following those footprints, and as you guys start walking, you ended up going to the left. So it kind of you veered more, kind of going like the west, of that in the labyrinth. And as you guys keep walking, you kind of come up to another T, but it almost looks like there's like there's a door that actually kind of separates you to that area. And it sounds like the whimpering is actually coming from within that room.
Is the door unlocked?
You check.
There's just like a door among shrubbery here.
It's like
I was gonna ask, is it a wall? Or is
Shrubbery.
it...
it looks like it almost looks like it's a door that's like made out of like branches and trees. Like it's a wooden door. Like
It's almost like it grew there as opposed to being placed there.
it look. Hold on, let me see if I can find a.
I'm a little less concerned with the makeup of the door as opposed to
Is it
A, what's behind it, and B, is it locked?
Well, I'm
Well-
kind of with them in that. Is it a room that's kind of like in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, like
or
are
a
we?
wall?
I would just
I
curious
tried
if
to
we're
open the
entering a
door.
building or if it's just kind of like a door part of this pathway, and the pathway is just going to continue on the other side of it.
But we know that if we open the door.
Well, Scott just said that she tries to open the door.
It does not open.
This door's crap. It doesn't open. Driz.
Yeah, did Driz take a go try?
Driz gets ready to punch the heck out of this door.
I mean, we could knock.
Too late.
Knock real hard.
I got a 14 to punch this door.
And you knock it off. It's like you break a lot of the branches that are kind of within the door, and it falls over. And as Driz looks in the room, she sees blood and like weapons and just stuff all over the floor. You see dead gnolls all over the place, and you actually, yeah.
Driz thinks she's found the dog peoples. If dog people be like Scotch people.
No, those wouldn't be dog people. My guess is they'd be its victims.
Well, come on in.
Driz opens the door up and steps on in, splashing around in a puddle of blood, I guess, on accident.
Cast detect magic. Does anything in the room light up?
No.
Okay, did it say gnolls or gnomes?
No.
Knowles.
Okay.
Is 15 investigation enough to see if there's tracks or we can tell where they went?
You
Or
don't
What happened?
notice anything abnormal, but you do notice the you notice that the poison smell in the area.
You guys smell that?
I don't know. Do we?
You know what?
Let's see.
24, I
Eight,
should.
Probably
Rock-
not.
Oh, I was
Rock
saying in
stars.
character. You guys smell that, but yes.
Driz
Yeah,
is like,
well, yeah.
Did you make a stink cloud?
Our poisonous smell is back.
Wish I knew what that was. Talking like back when I smelled it earlier, because I don't smell anything now.
I still can't quite place a finger on it. Is anything you recognize? Brock says he looks at Brax.
Cubby, is it anything that Arcana would look up and do? In other words, is the smell magical in nature?
It wouldn't be, no. So you
Okay.
can do a history check.
I'll do. Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. Is what would be the best one to?
well, wouldn't it be nature check? It's a gas on the air.
I mean, my bonus is the same. So
The ability to recall lore about terrains, plants, animals, weather, natural cycles. History would be more just
Memories.
memories, if you would recognize the smell.
all right, and we're gonna do a history then. And it's 16.
Growing up, you remember reading a book about, very vaguely remember reading a book about reptiles that release poisonous like gas, like poisons,
Reptiles.
but you can't remember exactly because it was it was a long time ago.
Okay. So, guys, I think we're dealing with lizards.
But
You guys gotta make up
killed
your
this,
mind.
what?
We dealing with dog people or we dealing with wizards?
I don't know, but that smell definitely makes me think of some kind of reptile.
Reptar.
Yeah, raptor.
No, Reptar.
From
I'm just
Rugrats.
gonna take a look at one of these knolls here and figure out what's going on here.
Investigate them.
These guys are smelling gas, but there's blood everywhere, so I'm gonna just, I guess, yeah, investigate some of these bodies. Oh.
9. I'm awesome tonight.
V doesn't really notice anything.
I got a 14.
You just see a whole bunch of blood. Like, these things are covered in blood.
I got a 13.
I got you all beat 6. I might trip over one of the bodies.
Well,
Or
looking
you-
around the room, so is it a room or is it just the other side?
It's like a big room. Like I mean it's still like it's an open top.
But it's got like walls on the sides.
Yeah, it's
almost like a courtyard.
Kinda, yeah.
I'm thinking Secret Garden.
Do we,
Can I assume there's
yeah,
a path to
secret room.
continue? It's not just a single room?
It's
or-
a single room. There's no other doors.
So we basically just dead end and
dead end into this room. Anybody else gonna roll anything?
But I assume we don't see our whimpering anything though. That's what we were following.
That's what you're following. Investigation check. Driz and Rox actually kind of start hearing that whimper from the back corner, like from the opposite side of the room from you.
I guess I'll go check that out.
Driz kind of, Rox approaches behind Driz with an arrow like on the bow just in case is needed.
As you guys start walking forward towards the sound, you do see one of the gnolls is alive, but it kind of, as you guys kind of start walking forward, it cowers away, like it like it's trying, like like takes its shield and whatnot and just kind of like hide from you.
Don't
like
hurt me.
yeah, like don't hurt me, don't kill me. Like he's not saying that, but that's like he's covered in blood. Like
Body language.
You can definitely tell that he's injured.
Driz kind of like takes her foot and kind of like kicks the shield out of his hand and then kind of stomps her foot on the wall next to his head.
So, what you name?
And his head just kind of cocks to the side.
Do any of us speak?
No, I don't.
I don't think you understand what you say. What you name?
She shouts at it louder.
And he just kind of cocks his head the other way.
Rox looks at her and says, "I don't think he speaks our language."
Yeah, I can speak Infernal, but that's not this.
Nope.
Well, something tell Driz that he no speak primordial either.
Can I use Awakened Mind? Or does he speak any language?
He does speak a language. Awaken Mind.
Telepathically speak to a creature you can see within 30 feet of you? You don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand?
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, that
That
would
sounds
work.
like a very useful spell right now.
Yeah. Go for it.
Alright, hey man. We don't mean you no harm. What's going on? Who are you?
So what are you using?
Awakened
Mind. It's one of my class features.
Because you also have comprehend languages too.
I do, but I was waiting for him to speak before I said that because I
That
have
is-
to hear it in order to,
That okay, yeah, that's true. He goes, he goes. Big flyer, come kill all. Big flyer, come kill all. Eat me, only one left.
Is he? Is this still telepathic, or did he say that out loud?
It's telepathic to you.
Okay.
Because he heard you talk to him, like.
All right, guys. Something in the sky attacked him. All right. Asking him, can you describe what it was other than fly?
Green, big green.
Scales.
Too fast. Probably, yes. Long neck, scales, wings.
All right. It sounds like a dragon, guys. Long neck and green is what he saw attack.
You mean we're looking at a green dragon?
We
It
are.
just left him.
Dragons come in different colors.
Yeah, and they have different
Yes.
attacks. Green
Different
dragon
attacks,
is
different
known for its
ages,
poison,
like,
Which fits with what we're smelling.
Have y'all
food.
ever seen a dragon before? Like not in a book?
I'm
Not
a
in
city
person.
boy, so no. In a book, yes.
like not in a book.
My conquest tended to favor more of the undead before this.
Jiz hear lots of story about dragon, but Jiz also think that be the people with the glug glug get to see too long.
What about you, big guy? You ever faced down a dragon?
How old?
He wouldn't. You wouldn't know.
If there were a history check to
I'd know if I did. That's what he asked me.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're how old? What do you think? You face a baby dragon or something?
Well, I mean, there's young dragon, there's adult dragon, there's ancient dragon. We face an ancient dragon, we might as well quit now.
I don't think an ancient dragon would have left anything behind.
maybe a young dragon, maybe.
So we just gonna stand around here till dragon come back, or we gonna find another way out of this place?
But is there anything else that you want me to ask this guy? Looking at
That makes me
escalated
wonder
rocks.
if hearing those thuds that we heard earlier, Drizzle, if that could be wings.
You know,
Maybe the wings.
does this seem somewhat familiar to anyone else?
What do you mean?
An attack,
Oh no,
one
right?
survivor.
Yep.
Totally. That's what I was hitting at earlier. Like, there's one dude. Everyone else is dead.
But it's not at the sea.
Still follows.
Just
somewhat.
think if dragon attack boat at the sea, there definitely be evidence of that.
Not if the dragon sunk the boat.
These sailors, they got people like me. They go down, they find boat. That's what
Only
just
if-
do.
Only if they know where to look.
It sounded like they did try look and they not find anything of the boats though.
Dragons just like make stuff disappear after they kill everything. I haven't
don't
really
think
focused
so.
on learning about them
No,
because
I
you
would
know.
think that leave lots of debris behind.
You see lots of shipwrecking. Not everything sink anytime.
You telling me we're gonna go try and fight a dragon? Cause that sounds, you
Like
know,
a death wish.
dangerous. Again, listen, I'm old. That would be a real cool way to go, but y'all aren't. So
Well, like Big Guy was saying, it depends on what kind of dragon we're actually facing.
I just posted in chat. If you guys want to roll perception again, let me know. Go ahead.
That's a 22.
that's an 8.
26.
And my
Natural
crappy rolls
20.
continue
Woo!
with my 7.
19.
Rox, V, and Driz now hear the large thumping that V and Driz heard earlier.
Can we
Do
tell
I
if it
look up?
sounds like it's coming from the sky, or does it definitely sound like it's steps on the ground?
You can definitely tell it's steps on the ground.
Okay.
And it doesn't sound like wings in the sky for sure. But it definitely sounds
Whatever we decide to do about dragon, big friend with the fish is back.
She just like licks her lips a little bit.
We gonna get ready to maybe greet him.
So do we look back
Last-
at?
Last time you heard this sound was not long before this. I don't think it's a big friend with a fish.
Last time we heard it, we were just getting into the labyrinth, and then we heard the whimpering, and we followed it.
sorry.
So Rox kind of backs up a bit to one of the walls, so he's in a bit of a defensive position in case needed.
Driz is gonna go back through her destroyed door and take a peek and to see if anything's coming out or
I was
coming at
gonna
us.
suggest that. We're just gonna sit here and listen, or are we gonna peek out the door and see if we see anything?
Hey, Scotch, roll me are you still on Escalade's shoulders?
I feel like I would have hopped down
Okay.
for, blood room.
Yeah.
Oh, should I do a perception
Wait.
check to see if I see anything coming?
Go for it.
20.
In the distance, you see what looks like a tree moving through the labyrinth.
Just kind of like still looking forward and watching this thing, kind of leans like she's talking over her shoulder.
Now, Driz pretty new to the forest, but the forest not supposed to move, right?
Well,
Generally, no.
As a rule, no.
there are things
Okay.
that look like forests that can move.
Just checking, cause the forest is moving down there.
Like in a friendly way. Like you look hot, you
Or
need
just
some
kind of
shade.
wandering?
I mean, I hear this term tree hugger before. Maybe that thing's a tree hugger.
I'm gonna peek out myself and see.
I'm interested to know what a tree hugger is.
11, so I probably don't see anything.
No, you don't notice anything.
Ooh.
Rox looks over at Escalade and says, I think it could be a treant.
Brax kind of peeks his head out of the room after Driz says that, and he notices, like, kind of sees, like, it almost like the back end of it, like, walking, like, you kind of just see, like, the back end as it, like, kind of disappears over the top of the
Guys,
the
this
bushes.
tree is walking.
We could
Like,
be
Maybe he just
in his
checking to
home.
see who came in his house.
We're in his home.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're looking at a treant.
Can Butter see anything?
So this is something trees do.
It's something treants do.
Ha ha.
You send Butter up into the
Yes.
sky. She rolled a 19, by the way.
Hey.
Plus 5 perception.
Plus 5, so she actually gets a 24.
Hey.
Butter goes up into the sky and literally gets, and like she kind of reports down to that it's just a huge tree, and it's slowly walking through like over the through the labyrinth pretty much.
Here's a big old tree walking. Just, taking a stroll, I guess.
Maybe he could give us directions out of this place.
Right. Does it look violent?
It
I don't.
Butter, like if you're talking to Butter and Butter can't tell. Like it's still at a distance from it that it's walking through the
Listen,
labyrinth.
I don't know much about trees that walk around. But it seems like it's just taking a stroll. I feel like we could maybe just leave it alone. But I've never met a walking tree, so who knows?
If it's a treant, it probably doesn't really mean us any harm, as long as we don't go around trying to burn the trees down.
So, like our typical behavior.
Yeah,
she ain't wrong.
Be nice and not, cause this thing to come down on us. So we see
I don't
this.
know why we just
what
don't
we're
go
doing.
talk to him. Maybe he got fish.
I've never talked to a tree.
Hmm.
V, have you?
You're a druid.
Yeah, I know. Maybe as a young child?
No, you have not.
Okay.
So Scotch, Rocks, and Escalade are still in the room, correct?
Right.
And V, because
Well, I peeked my head out to.
Okay, so you're like right at the door.
Right.
I need why is it not showing me what I want?
Because it doesn't like you?
I know, right? I need Scotch, Escalade, and Rocks to roll me a strength saving check.
Oh boy.
We have to. That's gonna go well.
That's a 13.
10.
And a 10 for Escalade. All three of you are now currently entangled. But you don't know where it came from.
That's fun.
Like you guys all of a sudden just see like weeds come out from the ground and
Y'all, nature's eating me.
They're all behind me, right?
yes,
So-
they're all
We're
behind.
at the door.
Yeah, you guys are outside the room at this point.
Oh, so just the people in the room, I guess.
Yes.
Is the forest supposed to do that?
Definitely no.
No. So let's see.
I want Driz and Brax to roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
And I try to
I
get
got a
out
19.
of nature.
16.
You both see a sudden like yellow flash go across the back of the room and disappear.
The hell was that?
The thing that's gonna eat our friends?
Can we like try to untangle ourselves here?
Roll me another strength check.
Oh, that's a 9, which is probably a failure.
Yeah.
What do you think we should do?
Ooh. 18.
Scotch gets out of it, surprisingly.
Hmm.
The little
The
gnome.
old little wizard.
Yeah,
The
nature.
little wizard.
She finds a little hole in it and just kind of slides through
Through it.
But,
I run away from whatever that is.
There was a
I guess that's
flash
the
back there.
Driz points out to Scotch where they just saw that flash.
Now, is the flash in the direction of these guys? Like, we have to go over these guys to get to them?
it went from like one corner to the other behind them, like across
Yeah,
the
we'd
room.
have to go through the room to get to where that was.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 17 perception. Did I see anything?
Your back was to it now.
You saw weeds going
So-
around you.
Detect magic, which lasts 10 minutes, which means it's been up this whole time, has never detected anything, but there's all this stuff going on in the room. That's what you're telling me. I want to understand.
Think probably because I asked him if Arcana would help when I was investigating, and he said no. So I'm guessing this stuff is not magical.
Well,
in nature?
entangle would be it's a magical spell, but it came out of nowhere. Like it just appeared from
So this tree might know that we're here.
something came into the room, casted it, and pretty much left.
That's true too. 'Cause I didn't see the little streak, so
Well, we got to get him out first.
I need V to roll me a perception check.
I can spell 20.
You actually see the yellow because you're out of the room, right?
Yes.
And you
I'm
were-
still at the door.
Look at the door, looking to where the tree was,
Yes.
or in that direction. You see it kind of cut like a real fast yellow flash, cut across the pathway in that same direction.
Like towards
So it's like it would be going like if you were looking west, it went from north to south across the path and disappeared.
whatever it was went that way.
Ah, there we go. There's a 21 strength save.
Which way?
You broke out of the entanglement.
Which way to go?
South.
Like down the path
That
where you
way.
see the tree.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, well if she's looking towards like where the tree was, it would have gone left into like through the pathway itself.
Driz runs down and looks back.
Here?
That direction, yeah. Where it went, who knows? It was quick.
No, what is going on? There's walking trees and like nature's attacking us out of the floor.
Well, we are in there. In there.
We actually just all had a bad batch of mushrooms for lunch.
Lunch was bad,
Escalade.
you guys.
Well, working with V, Driz kind of runs down to where
Kitty
the
cat.
flash was last
Kitty.
seen and starts kind of like trying to look into these walls a little bit, see if she could see anything.
Am I broke out of this thing now?
Yes, you did.
I got a 4 on my investigation check.
You
though.
don't notice
Ouch.
anything. You don't notice anything.
End up just kicking the wall.
So I'm gonna-
Stupid piece of crap.
I'm gonna step out of the room and kind of look over at V and say, "Where did you say this thing was?"
Point to
North to
Driz
south,
just
or just
smashing
that way.
walls.
I didn't see. It was a very fast.
Yeah, that's a
Gone.
16 investigation.
Is anybody still stuck?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Um.
So-
Left that
Rolling-
poor Knoll for dead.
You pretty much just left this thing. Um.
They're more
Ro-
pressing issues if the
rocks?
ground is attacking
It'll
us.
be fine.
Rocks kind of goes down towards where like Driz is punching the bush or like the bushes, and Rocks kind of walks up to it and he kind of starts looking around and he actually sees like yellow white leaves going north to south across
So a different tree.
across the path.
Or a different plant of some sort.
I kind of look over at V, the druid.
Some weird yellow white leaves here.
And they kind of have a... They don't look plant-like, though.
Y'all, nature's mad. Yep.
Don't you have fireball?
Yeah, I do.
I say we set this whole place on fire.
Oh yeah, that'd be a great idea if we've got a
Yeah.
giant tree walking around.
Right?
And we're
gonna
like,
go
Let's just
real
make it all
well.
mad.
and we're trapped in these corridors of burning trees. That would be
All
great.
I can say is I'm fireproof, and when I played Dragon Age and I saw walking trees, we started throwing fire around. So
Exactly.
Right,
What
we're
do
all
trees hate
fireproof. Let's
most?
go.
well, I don't know about all of us, but I am.
No,
I
think
decided
most
we
of
are.
us
Let's
are
go.
not. Some of us are wearing leather.
You'll be fine.
So we burn this whole place down.
Nature's scary.
I don't have.
Are you
any-
actually wanting to try to set this place on fire?
I am, but I might be the only one.
Driz does not vote for this plan.
Gosh,
Yeah,
it's
Driz probably
contagious.
really does not like fire.
No.
All right.
Fire is your
so-
friend, Triz.
You should
So
love
the
fire.
trees are walking. The ground is trying to kill us. There might be a dragon. I mean, this place sucks, y'all.
And you expected the layer of whatever we were trying to face to be pleasant?
I mean, obviously, yeah. We're
Well,
gonna have a
only
few
thing to do
drinks,
now
tell it
is to
stop.
keep going.
Driz is gonna just keep walking toward where that tree was walking since it's the only way to go.
Rox just kind of shrugs and follows along behind her.
I have fireball on reserve.
Ready to go.
I feel like my create bonfire might be a little more controlled.
I suppose I got the
That's a
I got the
problem.
prettiest flame and I can.
Controlled is exactly what I don't want right now.
Chaos is great. Let's do this. Let's walk, friends.
Yep, gonna walk all the way back to the last crossroads we came at and go the way we didn't go.
Well, there are several ways we didn't go, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember getting to pick another way other than the one we flipped a coin for.
Yeah, that was the only split off. That
Oh
I
no,
remember.
there was another T we came to.
So
after
you
that.
guys walked up to a T.
Oh, that's
You-
right, because we followed the noise. That's
Mhm.
how we chose the second one.
You went right, and then
Oh.
that kind of verged back north. You were kind of, it took a turn left. You started walking straight in the original direction, and then you came up to a T. And then you, by rocks, deciding or hearing and knowing where this kind of took the footprints and whatnot, kind of brought you towards the sound. So you can leave the room, and you have one direction towards where the tree was, or you can go backwards. Go back towards the T.
At this point, I think I'm kind of leaning toward the same thing that Driz is, and think moving toward the tree.
I'm feeling that too. If nothing else, as if the dragon's as scary as we're thinking it is, then maybe the tree would be an ally.
Dragons are big. It's probably long gone by now.
Or it found its cave and went back to it.
For now, it's long gone.
Well, then all the reason to keep moving.
Keep walking.
Hey, I'm in your corner, Driz. Okay.
So you guys start walking this in the direction that you saw the treant, and you guys walk about another 500-600 yards. You come up to another pathway, and you actually see the footsteps of where the treant kind of walked through, going south. Like it went like you could definitely tell it was walking in that direction because it kind of had like the footprint going in that way.
Hey,
You're right.
Rox,
I'm presuming we're gonna keep following.
Follow the tracks.
Rox,
Got
you
you, we're
seem
gonna
to you have some experience with these things.
I know of them. I wouldn't say I really have much experience with them. But you can't
Do-
spend too much time in the forest without knowing at least a little something about them.
That's fair. Do they talk? Do they? I mean, it's walking. Can it communicate with like us, or is it just talk to other trees? Or
See, I don't know druid.
I just completely failed my history check, so to be honest with you, I don't know.
Fantasy, roll me another history check.
11.
Better than mine.
why didn't I roll a history
My
check? I
memory
don't
ain't
even-
working very well today, guys.
Are you gonna roll a history check, Scotch?
Sure.
Or
Yes.
it sounded like you were going to, so I wasn't sure if you were going to or not.
Whoa.
22.
I just forgot that I know stuff about these things.
You remember from reading some books back when you were younger that
You notice he didn't say how much younger.
well, when you were younger, I didn't want to say a child, but when you
That
were
was a long
younger,
time ago.
that was a very long time ago.
That's why I forgot.
When I was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog. You do like as you guys are kind of walking, and you're like, it does speak common, maybe druidic,
That's what I was looking up,
and
actually.
I think it's there's a couple other languages that it would speak, but I can't really remember.
I just remembered that it does talk, and I'm guessing of all of us, V, you might have the best luck with it.
Maybe.
Because I want to set it on fire, but that's probably a bad idea.
But aren't its footsteps going back the way we already came?
Are we going that
Like,
direction?
do
Do
like,
we
do
go
we
that
I
want
thought,
direction,
I thought it was
or-
going a different direction. He said we could double back to the T if we weren't following it.
Yes, but then when you kind of came up to another cross path,
right? Yeah,
and it
you said
was
they're
going
south.
south, which is would be towards the way that it probably bring you back towards. It could bring you back towards the entrance, but you don't know that.
Do we really want to just follow a tree around in here, or do we want to find a way out?
Well, you got to figure the tree probably knows this area a lot better than any of us do.
All right,
Well,
are we
maybe
trying
it could
to find
get
a
us
way
out of here.
Are we trying to find a dragon? What is our point in here? Because we had to turn around at the beginning, but now we're gonna go talk to a tree or find a different way out, or like, I'm old. Explain it to me.
Well,
Well, we
if the tree-
find secret thing, gotta explore secret thing, and
Are we over it now?
well, I'm for exploring and not chasing trees around.
I just
Wanna
figure
go
the
find a
tree probably has a
dragon?
better idea what's going on around here than we do.
We could
Should we
ask
just
it
go
about
ask it for
dragons and
information?
stuff. Exactly. See if it knows about the big green winged thing.
In the absence of a better idea, I'm for that one.
Do we see it do I see it at all still? 'Cause I don't know how far this thing is going. I'm not
While we were
sure.
sitting there bickering, it walked off about a mile.
Right.
Well, it only moves like 30 feet. It's not. its speed
It's
is 30
slow
feet, so-
moving.
Yeah.
But they're big steps.
But they're big steps, yeah. As you you kind of start trying to like look up and try to see over the like the top of the bushes, and you happen to see like the top of a tree walking. It almost looks like it's almost kind of walking behind you at this point.
So we're walking in circles. is what it feels like.
Well,
Or it's walking in
it
circles.
went
It's
south.
patrolling.
It's patrolling. Is
There
what
we go.
it's
That's
doing.
what I was trying to figure out. It's
Like
patrolling.
it looks like it went south and then it got to like the same path that you guys could have been on originally, and it's kind of making its way back towards where the entrance probably would have been or would be.
Okay, so seems like it's patrolling, guys. Because it's back that way now. So do we want to keep trying to follow it, or what do we want to do here?
If it's patrolling, I almost wonder if we stop if it won't come to us.
But do we want to wait that long? Because we're not sure what the his actual direction is.
And we have no idea how big this place is.
Exactly.
How many feet away is it?
It's at a distance.
I see the top of it. That's all I see.
You would not be able to, like, you would have to roll at disadvantage to be able to see it right now.
Wouldn't
Even
Butter-
if, like, well,
Can we
that's why
send
it's not
Butter up
around,
there
but I was gonna
again?
say, even if Escalade were like to raise his hand up and
She
hold
would
Scotch
have
up
to be
high.
on top of Escalade again to even
So
to
farther than 120 feet.
yes.
Fine.
Oh, you were thinking
I-
about using your
I do
communication.
not talk to it in its mind space. Then
In its mind space.
yes.
His MySpace. She wants to go visit his MySpace profile.
Oh, jeez.
It probably has Enya playing on it. You don't want to go there.
Yikes.
So what do we want to do, guys? Because we don't know where it's going. I don't know if we and throwing a fireball somewhere can bring it all down on us.
Yeah, I still don't think the fireball would be the best of ideas.
No.
Cool. Let's go chase a dragon instead. Then that's a better idea.
Nobody
I'm
even
not
say
just
we
saying-
chasing the dragon. We just try to find anything.
If
Let's
it
go
was
do
close
that
enough,
then.
I'd try to talk to it and see if it knows anything like what's going on here. But it's too far away.
Maybe if we
Nope,
just keep
that
looking
idea
around, he'll
failed.
stumble upon us and then we can ask him all the things we want when he find us.
I was trying to see if I could do an investigation check to tell from any of the paths if I could maybe get an idea of what kind of path he's doing on the patrol, but not when I'm rolling a 12 for investigation.
We could just hang out here and catch our breaths for a little bit. See if it comes back our way.
Well, if we're in the footsteps, then it probably will eventually, because we're in the footprint.
Right, and then I get to recover from the shock of being attacked by the ground.
Well, if you all think we can hold up here safely, we could rest for a bit.
Well, I
Short
don't think it's
rest?
gonna be safe, but
We want to do a short rest then, and just kind of hang out, or what do we want to do?
I've always found that the best way to get something you're waiting for to happen is to make a different plan.
Right.
It's an idea.
Do we have? I'm surrounded by trees, and I'm asking if we have this. Look at this spell real quick. If I can use it to see if I can get.
I'm
high
cool
enough
with waiting. I feel like
see.
we've invested this much time trying to chase the thing down.
Yeah, we don't seem to be
The
getting any
spider climb.
closer.
I'm looking to see what that does.
No, just keep chasing the tree.
Well, that's why I said I'm good with us resting. Just keep walking after it all day.
He wants to
Wait,
use
I have
spider
short
climb.
legs.
Is that a
I'm
spell fantasy?
Yes, it's a.
Oh
s-
yeah, spider climb's hilarious.
looking to see
spell.
what.
You
I-
can climb up.
I don't have the components though.
Well, if you have a components pouch, you have a components. Didn't we talk about this last time?
Yeah, I don't even know if I have equipment. Do I have one? I don't see that I have one, or do I?
No, but you should have one. I mean, being a druid, anybody that has
Because I need a drop of vitamin and a spider. I mean, I'm trying to find I'm sure I have
I'm
those.
sure these walls are filled with spiders.
Yeah. What is? Just.
It's like asphalt.
Yeah. I'm just not sure
If you would have a component pouch because you have the magical
because I have
abilities.
the circle of the land stuff. I guess I can try to use spider climb and go up and see how far I can go to see where it's going. It gives me an hour of this thing.
So you're gonna go up.
I'm just gonna climb up the walls, trees, walls, whatever's around us, as far as I can go, and see if I can see where this thing's going.
So you climb up the bush up to the top, and you kind of like just sit up there and you watch this thing, and it is exactly patrolling. Like it's slowly walking through like the pathway of the labyrinth.
Can I see like the path of like the labyrinth mazes? Like
it
how
all
going?
feels like it's all level. Like it's real hard to see where an opening is. Roll me your perception check while you're up there at advantage. So just roll it twice.
Or you could add an ADV to it.
No, she doesn't
You
need
got
to roll twice.
you don't have to roll it twice. You got a
She got a crit.
26.
She got a crit success. She doesn't need to roll twice.
Yeah, natural 20 on the first one.
Woo!
Can't really do much better than that.
Towards the as you kind of look right, like which would be kind of north into the labyrinth, you see a big cave. Or what looks like a big rock with like an opening in the cave, like in the rock.
Okay, do I know what direction?
Shaped like a
that
panther.
is?
What fantasy?
Diamond in the rough, man.
What direction that is?
Well, it'd be north.
Compared to us? North?
It'd be
okay.
to the right. It'd be towards into the labyrinth more.
Okay, so I'm gonna come down and tell the party that while I was up there, I found a cave to the north. So, and the tree is definitely just patrolling.
So we find a house with a door with a secret forest or a secret cave.
Yep.
It's like a dungeon or something. I'm just kidding.
A lot of secrets.
Yeah.
Who come up with this stuff, man?
It's like there's someone controlling all of this behind the scenes.
Is this even real life?
Or is it
this
fantasy?
just fantasy?
You guys stop
Easy
it.
come, easy go.
Stop.
Caught in a
Quit it.
landslide.
Well, then that's where we should try and head to, right?
I would think. And just hope that it's not the dragon cave.
Oh, there is that possibility.
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
But then, once again, with lack of a better idea, I think that makes the most sense.
If we run into the tree, then we run into the tree.
Well, Driz only good at navigating at the sea, no good at navigating through whatever this is.
Well, labyrinths like to change too.
That is
I
true.
thought you told me trees don't move.
Obviously, I do.
You're so confused.
You see a tree moving. Obviously, and labyrinths tend to
So all
change
trees
as we
move.
walk.
Not all
Yeah.
trees walk.
Well, no, but I mean like labyrinths tend to illusion.
You people make Driz head hurt. How about you just point and tell Driz where walk?
So, what direction is that cave?
North.
I turn Driz north and I say go.
Let's go.
So you
Okay,
guys pretty
is there
much,
a path that goes directly north from here?
from your point, it would head north, yes.
Okay.
Because you're kind of like at that T where we're at another crossway where it would go southwest or north or back towards that room.
So we just walk north, and if we hit wall, we climb over the wall.
I'd love to see
If you want to
Escalade try and
try.
climb one of these.
I
mean,
can still use
I'm-
spider climb, but
I'm sure fantasy can still use spider climb and climb up a wall, and
I can touch anybody and make it happen.
that is true. But you used it on yourself, so you officially
I did use it on myself. Yes.
you'd have to cast it again on somebody else too.
Yep. It's over. It's an hour. It lasts an hour.
But you did use a. It's not a, and it's not a. You don't have to use a slot. No, you would have to use a slot because you cast the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys start walking north, through the through the labyrinth, and you guys it doesn't actually branch off into any other paths, and it just kind of weaves around in one straight path, and you guys probably walk for about an hour and come up to a big cave pretty much in the middle of this in the labyrinth.
Oh, that was fast.
It was an hour. It wasn't fast.
I mean, you walked for a good amount of time though.
Okay, so I was gonna say.
Well, I was gonna try and see if if there were any signs that maybe this is the Dragon Cave, but investigation of 12 is probably not going to tell me that.
Unless you pretty much go inside, you wouldn't be able to know anything.
I too was trying to see a different way and see perception, see if I noticed anything around, but I got a 9. So
I'm gonna do
I
perception
guess I'll do
as
a
well.
perception check. Yeah.
I got 11. I don't see anything.
That's 16.
we are fantabulous rollers tonight. Let me
we
tell
can
you.
see everything.
Yeah, you guys. I mean,
There's a cave in front of us, guys.
you all notice that there's. I mean, the trees in the area are broken down, but that's about it. I mean, it's. You don't notice anything abnormal.
Princess in a tower. It's a good sign. Another cave. Yep.
But it's just the trees that are in the area are knocked down, but that's really about it.
So we gonna go inside this cave? I can.
I was
throw
gonna
up
say
a,
it's about break time. Should we take a quick break before we go into the cave?
We can take a break.
Seems like a good spot to just do.
Okay.
it.
You
Just
Might as
want
well
me to
get
cast
roll on.
fireball into the cave?
I was gonna throw a druid craft or produce flame and just kind of.
If you cast fireball into a cave that potentially has a poison dragon in it with poison fumes, you like blow up the cave.
I feel like
I
Scott
don't
just
see a
really
problem.
wants to use that spell. She just keeps waiting for that moment.
Kill everything.
She just doesn't want us all to run out there in front of her, then fireball us.
Y'all
One of these
better
days she's
wait
gonna
for
get
me.
too trigger happy and just fireball something.
Do it.
But we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Black Death Pip.
I know we're not all
Yeah.
back yet, but
Yeah, I used those a couple years ago.
Oh,
I have an Irish connection that hooked me up.
Yeah. And that's just one.
Ish.
yeah, we're back-ish. We're just waiting on Driz.
So the good side about the pips is that they are more powerful than standard Black Death. The bad side is they don't last as long because they're tiny.
Right.
So what I'm thinking about doing is doing kind of like $25 for one,
Oh,
and then either $5 or $10 for additional
God.
up to a certain point. So I could have like 5 or 6 in my mouth at once.
See, you can't set me up on a family-friendly channel like that, man.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Because I wasn't here for that whole conversation.
Black Death Pips. Very, very, very sour candies.
Is that Stu or is that someone else? Stu.
Stu got them for me, yeah. Along with what are called zombie balls, which unfortunate name.
that's what she
But-
said.
They're supposed to be the combination of hot and sour, and I don't find them all that hot or all that sour.
Oh, Sammy. Challenge accepted. Oh, great. I think it's sour more than spicy, isn't it? Easy.
Mm.
Chat
The sour almost goes away very quickly, so it is more hot. But part of the problem is I'm a New Mexican.
That's a good
So
question,
my
Sammy.
view of hot and other people's views of hot don't match. I remember bringing 5 or 5 salsa to a church pool party, and it was labeled medium. And I kept warning people, this is a New Mexican's version of medium. For most Arizonans, this is going to be hot.
Similar to international
Thai doesn't-
bitterness units.
Thai doesn't bother me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can get really, really hot. But what I like about Thai food, what I like about New Mexican food, is that a lot of times heat is a flavor, not just heat.
Sourness is measured by a sourness index. Dilute hydrochloric acid is rated 1.0 on the sourness index. Our tongues perceive sourness due to the presence
Oh,
of.
Triz is back. She just appeared out of nowhere.
So it's
Yeah,
a pH.
you
It's a
guys are going
pH
on about
scale.
something.
So let's put it this way.
Gotta keep
Since a
the
lot of
balls
people
in
can't
the
get a
air.
hold, yeah, exactly. Since a lot of people can't get a hold of Black Death, I'll give you an idea of how bad these things are. There's a candy in the States called toxic waste. I have had 5 toxic wastes in my mouth at the same time. One Black Death is worse than that. I have actually had 2 full Black Deaths in my mouth at the same time.
Although it says the
That was
sourest
rough.
candy on earth is toxic waste.
Oh, no. That's the sourest, like, probably major commercial candy. Black Death is worse.
Was Driz trapped in the... Rain is Gaming said Driz was trapped.
Yeah, he's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's not your boyfriend, is it?
No,
No.
that's my buddy.
Okay. Because I think it would have been funnier if it was your... Because if it was your boyfriend, say that you were trapped somewhere.
I'm just glad that Nephimel got my Arrested Development reference.
Oh god, I love Arrested Development.
Such a great show.
First 3 seasons, anyway.
I should show you guys this meme that
I liked the continuation. It just wasn't the same show at that point.
No.
But, anyways...
I'm gonna post this in our private chat. Anyway.
We are back. That was a fail. That was a fail. Let's try one more. Ah, that was better. I like
He's
that.
rolling. That worries
Yes,
me.
he is.
But it's
When
more
the DM is
So-
rolling and not telling you
it's
why,
more
that should always
fun
worry
to
me.
roll when you guys don't know what I'm rolling for.
Boss music intensifies.
Dum dum dum.
If we start hearing the opened way from Shadow of the Colossus, I'm running. No.
Screw y'all, bye.
Wait, hold on. That's not what I'm pulling up though. Here we go. Let's see if I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys have the volume on the stream, or if you guys can
I'm
hear it.
thinking, what is it?
I have it on, but I'm not hearing anything. Oh, because I've muted the tab.
I'm hearing it. I just unmuted the tab.
It was the Smeagol Juicy Sweet. But because you guys mentioned it earlier, and it made me think about bringing it up. But I guess it must have been so quiet that you couldn't even hear him sing.
No, I started hearing it there at the end. I just, like I said, I realized too late that I had the tab muted.
Yeah. But so as you guys gather up into kind of into the opening, and like as you guys walk into this opening, I mean it's a decent sized like area. Like you can definitely tell this is the center of the labyrinth. You just got lucky that you guys found a path that brought you just straight here. Like you guys happened to get onto the path that kind of curved its way back and into the area. The trees are knocked down. The cave is, I mean, it's a rather decent size cave opening. You don't notice anything majorly abnormal from where you guys are standing at the kind of the entrance of this open area.
At the risk of rolling a really bad roll again, I'm going to try another investigation check. And I got
Now-
a 13. Never mind.
Driz, as a frequent explorer of caves for hire, is going to tell everybody to hide. So everybody do a hide check.
What?
Everybody, shh. Get down, hide. Trust Driz.
What is a hide check?
I did.
I'm assuming
check.
stealth.
It's probably a stealth check. Yeah, I'm thinking of a 3.5 thing, I guess. Woohoo!
With a +4, I still only rolled.
Zodiac
rolled
the
a natural 20.
Dragonborn. Thank you for that $10 donation to Stack Up.
I just rolled a nat 20.
What are we hiding for?
Whatever Driz is telling us.
Because Driz told
I'm
us to.
telling
to.
everybody to hide. So who actually got hidden?
Rocks.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one.
Yeah,
Holy rocks, huh?
Hold on.
I got a 13.
Actually, per my roll, everybody's hiding.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, perfect.
Well,
Now Driz is
Rax,
gonna...
Scotch, Rocks, Escalade, V roll of 13. Yeah, so you're all hiding at the moment.
even Escalade hid. Woo!
Okay, so let me take a look at something.
Yeah,
here.
Escalade actually succeeded too. But he had to roll at disadvantage.
So Driz is gonna light up her torch and just chuck it into this cave as far as
gosh.
she possibly can.
Roll me an athletics check.
I figured either athletics or strength. I got a 16.
From your distance, you were able to get the torch to the pretty much right to the front of the cave.
Oh, well, I mean, sorry, I should have said I wanted to walk up to the entrance of the cave first, like, to where I could see, like, I can't really see deep into it, because I assume it's dark in there.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess I'll walk up to the front of the cave and pick it up and do it again then, since I didn't walk forward first the first time.
Then throw me another athletics check.
Oh, this time I only got an
Oh,
8.
geez.
It probably goes about 50 feet. It probably go about 100 feet into the cave, but you don't notice any. Like it kind of brightens it up a little. You don't notice anything abnormal.
Alright, I don't see or hear anything new moving around in there.
Not from where you're at now. You'd have roll me a perception check.
If she's thrown 100 feet, then this is a massive cave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
12.
where you're at, you don't really notice anything. You don't hear anything.
Okay, I'm gonna look back and motion for the group that it's safe to come up.
All right, so I'm going to come up to the front of the cave and kind of look in myself. And my perception check was not as good as my stealth check.
Just
That's an
been in
11.
many cave before. Number one thing, stay quiet.
Neither was mine. Apparently I can't see anything tonight.
None of us can.
Nope. Dark vision's failing.
We gotta stay very quiet as we go through the cave.
Shh. We're hunting animal.
First thing you see, she's like, "What?" I'm just kidding.
Anybody else gonna do anything?
I guess I'll walk over to my torch and pick it up.
So are you guys actually like standing on like the inside of the cave, or
She just walked in because she went in to pick up her torch.
I was just peeking in the opening and kind of trying to see what's up.
Yeah.
Mr. Freehands? Thank you for that 100-bit donation. At this point, at this point, you actually can all hear the thunk, like the thumps of the treant getting closer and closer to you.
Okay,
From behind you.
Okay,
I'll
so we
turn
want-
back and look at it.
See if it's in our sight yet.
You guys, when you actually kind of turn around, you can you actually see like the top of the treant like slowly kind of walking towards you, like in your direction.
Woody's back.
Do we want to wait for it since it's right there? Or do we want to still go in and see what this is?
Well, if it's coming back our way at this point, I think we might as well wait for it.
And we haven't gotten in the cave yet, so.
With the exception of Driz.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Driz is in the cave. Worry free.
I kind of speak over my shoulder. Hey, Driz, your friend the tree's back.
Driz like, shh. What Driz just say?
Shh, that's what she said.
I'll be quiet.
Just waits for no man.
So as you guys kind of see it walking towards you, it happens to stop right at like kind of like the entrance area to this area, and it kind of leads, kind of like almost looks like it's like leaning in to get a better look of the general area. And it seems like it just stops at that location.
So like a little outside the clearing we're in?
Yes. Like it would be like right at the, almost like at the entrance walk, like into the clearing, but like it stops there, kind of looks there, like kind of it's like looking around that clearing, and it stops. It doesn't turn around, it doesn't come farther in, it just stops.
Well, that's kind of an ominous sign.
It is, but see if we can get his attention.
No,
Not sure
wasn't
what I would-
Minika going to talk to it at one point?
Scotch was.
I mean, Scotch
That's what I
wants to
mean,
talk to
Scotch.
everything, so.
Scotch
get the
wants to
message.
burn everything right now.
What?
That
no,
too.
I don't.
No, that was me.
I really do.
I want to burn the whole place down because I'm annoyed.
Is it? How close is it?
At this point, it's well within 120 feet.
Yeah.
Dear tree dude, what are you doing? Are you nice? Are you friendly? Do you care that we're here? The end. Please reply.
The world is changing.
Does he feel it in the water?
I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. And I smell it in the air.
Ask if Rox kind of leans over to Scotch
The world
and
is
says,
changing, y'all.
Rox kind of leans over to Scotch and says, ask him why he stopped outside the clearing.
My friend would like to know why you stopped outside the clearing. Is that what you said? You said clearing?
Yeah.
You can't hear me.
I protect this here labyrinth from all evil beings. You should be
Do you get an evil vibe from our group? I'm assuming you've seen us. Hi.
It should.
Or is there something else here that it thinks
Is there
evil?
something evil here? that you know
Yes.
You said yeah.
To my knowledge,
It's not us, right?
you worry me.
That's fair. We worry him.
Well, I mean, we're random
You
people
are
coming in here.
you're unnatural.
That's so true.
Burn on the druid's face.
We are unnatural, he says. Apparently, there's something else evil here, says the tree guy.
Can you give us any kind of a description of what it might be?
What is the evil thing that is here that you know about? Can you tell us that? Can we help you? Maybe, rid
Cleanse it?
your domain of whatever it is.
Can we help you cleanse it?
This creature
This
has
creature.
been here for a very long time.
It's been here real long.
It flies when hungry and comes back when it's full.
Is it a dragon? My friends seem to think it's a dragon. Is it that?
We're really good at cleansing.
You're not wrong.
Y'all, it's totally a dragon.
Is this its cave?
It's
Tree guy, are we at its resting place right now? Is this little cave situation? Is that where it dwells?
to my knowledge, it's one of a few of his resting places.
Y'all, this is his summer home. So yeah, he might be in there. Hey, tree man, how long's this dragon been here? Tree time probably works different.
Maybe couple suns.
Okay. Dragon has been here for a couple suns, y'all. So,
V, any idea
Age
what that might
unknown.
mean?
I'm gonna throw a history check to see if it's anything I can.
it's like 2 days, you guys.
23.
Yeah, it's a couple days. Just it's his way of saying it's a few suns.
Okay.
On that, we get a 23.
Yeah, I know, right?
Do he know where this thing like to go to eat food?
Do you know where it goes to eat?
No.
Y'all, the world is its buffet. That's what the tree said.
Armies. So it just goes wherever and eats stuff.
Ask him when was the last
Here.
time it saw it here.
Right.
When is the last time you saw it here? Wait, here as in the cave or like in general?
In general.
Labyrinth.
In general. Yeah. When's the last time you saw it in your general vicinity?
He flew in.
Was it a couple suns ago?
It's been recent.
It's what?
It's been recent. He hasn't been in. He's in cave now.
Like the one we're at?
Yes.
Shit. Guys, that dragon's in there, so,
There is. You may want to back out slowly.
Maybe see if he knows how old it
Just
is.
throwing torches at
It's a couple suns, y'all.
No, how old is the dragon?
He said it was a couple suns, I think.
Well, it's been here a couple suns.
Yeah, how old is it?
He said it was real old.
Real old.
Well, I didn't say it was real old.
He said it was old. Hey, Tree Guy, how old
adult?
did you say that dragon was?
Older than the rock on the ground?
What do
or-
you think is old to a
He's
tree
talking to a
person?
tree.
Maybe old to a tree person is like super freaking old.
Hey, Tree Man, is that dragon older than you?
Not to my knowledge.
Hey, do you have a name? Because I just keep calling you Tree Man, and honestly, I assumed that you were a dude, and I don't even know. Do
His
trees
name's
have
actually
genders?
Tree Man.
As it happens.
Actually, my name.
My name is Spur.
Tree Man just turned southern.
I've been kind of
Southern for a while.
I've been kind of having that southern,
Transition, though. It didn't start out that way.
but she's the only one that hears this.
Right.
It's just in my head. Like, everything is Southern in my head. I hear you when I message. It just comes through Southern.
I just want to hear. I want to hear Escalade full on Southern.
Well, there's different southerns because my southern's not the same as Minica's southern.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
I'm from
really
Florida.
sorry about my
Try Kentucky.
It's Southern accent time, everybody.
Right?
Y'all come back now here. We's gonna have a hoedown.
I don't know who he thinks he is with all that.
So he kind of continues on to that aspect, to the point of that he's been within this, like, the area of the labyrinth for pretty much his whole life, and he says it's definitely younger than he is.
All right.
He's a Jar Jar Dre's.
That dragon's younger than the tree guy.
So not an ancient, but more than likely an adult.
Yeah, I don't know.
So how close is the tree end at this point?
About 120 feet away. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so that's
Right
why
at the
I'm
edge.
saying that's why she can communicate with it. We're not really within communicating distance at the moment. at the moment.
Yeah.
It's further away than my psychic powers, but Scotch has got it.
Is my relaying the messages not good enough for you?
No, it's working. It's just Urich was bringing up the fact that they can speak common, but
that
we're
you
not
have to-
close enough to really talk with
You'd
it.
be
right
you'd
now.
I
be
was- 'cause I
yelling
was
at that
thinking,
distance.
I was thinking using druidic, but it's too far away. I'm not about to run up to it.
I don't know. The dragon's the other way, so it might be the safer direction to run.
How about
All
the
right,
rest of
so it
the,
looks-
the fact that the rest of the forest is, has already attacked you guys? No.
So it looks like we've got a decision on our hands. Do we try to do we investigate this dragon?
This is what we think is like messing with ships and stuff?
I think there's a chance of it at least.
Hey, tree guy. What was his name?
New spur.
You spur.
Sorry, I wouldn't know
Hey.
if you didn't tell us.
New spur.
You. YEWSPUR.
Spur.
Uspur.
A U-spur. Does this dragon leave a lot? Do you know? Does it hang around here all the time?
I have seen it leave from time to time.
All right.
Like I said, this isn't his only
Oh yeah,
cave
this isn't the only place he stays.
that
All
I'm
right.
aware of.
Does he ever bring back any like ships or anything? I don't know.
No.
All right.
That might be we might have to actually go in if we want to see that. Like see if there's debris in there of random stuff. Collectibles. Because, dragons like shinies.
It's really sad when you've got +6 to stealth and you get an 8.
Is that
But that's what I just rolled.
Oh,
So
you sneaking
I'm
on
not
over to your
going to be
buddy
walking
Driz?
into the cave.
Well, we could continue to use Driz method of exploring cave.
Mine wasn't much better, and that's one of my proficiencies too, is stealth.
Nailed it.
That is true, Sammy.
all right? I don't think that tree's gonna tell us much more unless y'all have more questions. We got a tree. We got the way we came.
Somewhat
and
answer.
There's a dragon in a cave, hanging out. So, I don't know. You guys feel like going out of this life fighting a dragon? I'm ready. Let's do it.
He you kind of can you all kind of
I'm
hear
in
him.
peace with my god.
You kind of all hear him kind of lifting his feet up like he's going to start moving again. And he goes, and Scotch hears, and yes, I am quoting this again. Some of my kin look just like trees now. It needs something great to rouse them, and they speak only in whispers. But some of my trees are limb, and many can talk to me. And he kind of starts to turn around and walk away.
So they can talk to each other.
Well, Scotch is the only one that hears that.
Oh yeah.
Gotta
The trees
get on
can
the
talk
old-
to each other.
Gotta get on the old
I
tree
guess.
walkie-talkie.
It's like a nature power or something. I don't know.
Good to know for the future. Not sure it does us a lot of good at this very moment.
Maybe they'd be able to alert it that something's happening.
Well, I don't usually talk to trees, so this is
I know.
weird. Apparently, they can just chat with each other whenever.
So I just rolled a 23 on perception. Am I noticing anything at the entrance or maybe just inside the cave that looks like you give us a little bit more of an idea of what we're dealing with?
You notice as you kind of you kind of start looking around at the front of the cave entrance, and you do notice one large like footprint. Like you like because nobody actually decided to look at in the cave itself when you guys got in there. And it's almost in kind of where like in between where you guys were and where the torch was thrown. So since Driz had no perception of looking around the cave itself other than just throwing the torch into the cave, like you notice like one decent sized. I mean, but a dragon footstep to you guys is gonna be big either way.
Hmm.
Yeah, while these guys are talking, I'm still standing like where I threw my torch, holding the torch, keeping an eye on the inside of the cave. Making sure nothing's coming
So
at
can you-
us.
Would it be like a nature, like an investigation check to try to get an idea of the size of the dragon based on the footprint?
Survival, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say nature maybe.
Nature, it's more. Nature's like the ability to recall lore and about terrain, plants, and animals.
Yeah, dragon's kind of like an animal. It's like a track.
But that survival is following tracks and and whatnot. So when in it,
Hunting and stuff.
yeah,
Identify size and stuff.
yeah, roll me a survival check.
Jeez, 11.
No, you really can't.
It's a biggin.
Yeah, it looks big to you. I mean that's.
Y'all, dragon is big. It's old, kinda.
Everything's big compared to Scotch. Burn!
Can she lay in it and see?
How many scotches long is this footprint?
I like Sammy's idea.
Athletics. Bounce around the footprint to find its size.
Or like walk around the outside of it.
All right. Well, do we want to go in? Do we want to keep going into the cave?
Why not?
Again, y'all, like being taken down by a dragon is a great way to go. Or
I walk in the cave.
Cartwheel's big.
I was going to say, Brox looks back at big guys as you want to take point.
Yep, I'm walking in the cave.
Drizzle will follow behind with her torch so we can see. We
Well,
don't have
half
dark
of us
vision.
have some form of dark vision.
Yeah, you could. I'd
Yeah.
say put,
Well,
put those
Escalade
of
and
us.
I
that
don't,
don't.
so
Yeah,
that's why I'm
put
sticking
those
with
of
it.
us with dark vision toward the back, because the torch isn't going to be as important for us.
And I actually have double sight, so I can see
I'm
without
gonna-
gray.
I guess having a torch, I can't really be stealthy.
No,
No.
you're what's called bait.
But yeah, you guys can roll stealth checks if you want to like sneak
Yeah, you
along.
can go ahead.
Everybody else can roll stealth checks to sneak along though. if you
Oh, it's
want.
a 17.
Oh my god.
I got a 16.
I'm
you're telling us
Six.
don't be stealthy while you're up front with a torch, just like, hey, what's up?
Brax is tripping over
I'm
his own
saying I
feet
probably
when he's trying to be
can't.
Don't-
stealthy.
and
Well,
I point out again,
she's-
this is
The
an
rest of us, like,
area
we're
that I'm
behind you.
proficient.
Like, it's gonna light the rest of us up. How
Well, if
stealthy
you're
would that
creeping in the
be?
shadows, it's a big cave.
Well, if we're behind her enough.
The
Yeah.
torch
That's
is
what I
the
thought you guys were
torch's
doing.
radius is about a 20-foot radius.
We can
So
just
As long as we're
outside the
outside that
shadows.
radius.
so you'd have to be on the outside of that radius. So pretty much, Rox and Avina are. I mean, they'd be able to stealth outside of that and not be seen. But as of now, Driz and Jester are both. Driz, Jester, Big, and Scotch are all in that
Brax.
Brax.
Oh yeah,
Torch provides
I'm ready.
bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
But we could probably, though, we
Yeah, you can stealth
Hide
in the
in dim light.
shadows.
Dude, I'm ready. Bring on the dragon. I'm right in torchlight.
Also for like not making a lot of noise while you walk is stealth too, and
Bring on the
I mean
basically
Brax is
our
taking
two
every
our two
single
archers
building he
with
can
dark
find,
vision are
apparently.
hiding. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of them badly.
Well, no, 2 archers. You're not an archer. You're a crossbowman.
That's true.
Our crossbowman is stumbling over his own feet.
I have a tail. Maybe I tripped over my tail.
There you go.
Hopefully, it doesn't have a
No, he's just-
a bolt ready to go because they'd be possibly firing that off.
Impaling himself with the bolt. No,
It wasn't a crit fail. It
no,
was-
no. Well, even that, it's not. The stealth is just you're
Stumbling.
you're able to be seen. You're not hiding in the shadows. You're
maybe a little bit louder than your normal walk would be.
yeah.
Cracking branches if there are any branches.
So as you guys start walking into the cave, in the distance, I want you guys to roll me a perception check.
I should just copy paste this.
Dang it!
I got a 20.
Driz, Brax,
I
got a
can't die.
7.
15.
Can I point out the irony that Driz has been the most perceptive one of us all night long?
and
Driz
she's
has a plus
away.
7 to her perception, just so you know.
And this isn't even
Perception, she's
her
great.
terrain.
Yeah, she's very perceptive. You don't
Wisdom,
get to
she's
be,
fine. Knowledge, not so much.
Yeah,
You
Brax,
gotta spot the food when you can.
Brax, Driz, and V all can hear in the distance at a low volume, like just a steady breathe farther into the cave.
Sounds like it's sleeping.
I can't tell anything with my crit failure.
Sir Pounce. Sir Pounce a lot.
Sir Pounce.
Sir Pounce was the cat.
You
Game
said
of Thrones.
T-I-double-gut-er.
If it's sleeping, maybe we could sneak up on it.
Just take our weapons real quick.
How does one sneak up on a dragon? I'm new here.
We could sneak up on anything if it's sleeping.
Unless it feels vibrations of us walking. Just throwing that out there.
That is true.
So we continue.
How many
we
vibrations
continue
are
at
there
this
really on
point.
a stone
So you guys
floor?
continue to walk in farther. And as you guys continue to walk into the cave, it becomes obvious that it's just it's a low breathing sound. Like it's sleeping in the cave. Like it's far enough in that you can't see it yet, but you all at this point can tell that it's just a low, slow breathe.
Okay.
Can
You
we
know, if
feel,
Scotch
can
can
we
talk
feel the
to
breath
her.
at all, or just hear it right now?
You just hear it.
You know, if Scotch could talk to Tree, maybe we could talk to Dragon.
Do we want to wake the dragon up though and make it aware of our presence?
Ooh, a dragon.
I thought we were in here to do something about this dragon. Are we just gonna watch it sleep?
We're gonna make friends with it? Like, we're gonna talk to a dragon.
Dude, who wouldn't want to be friends with the people who are friends with Dragon?
So Rox just kind of carefully, since he's still hidden, kind of tries to walk carefully around the outside to get closer to the sound.
Roll me another stealth check.
That's an
Is-
11.
It'd be
Not
nice if I
horrible,
can get
not
it into where I need it. As you start walking to get closer to the sound, you happen to kick a rock in the
Oh.
direction of the sleeping dragon.
Oh, wonderful.
And
Uh,
everyone freeze.
As the rock starts to get closer and closer to the dragon, it literally misses it by mere feet. But at that same point, you kind of see the dragons the elves can actually, from your distance, you actually can kind of see its head lift up a little bit, kind of just reshift and just kind of lay itself back down.
Can those of us seeing with torchlight, can we see the dragon yet, or is it?
No,
not
it's
Okay.
it's about 60 feet away at this point.
Rox kind of signals over to V like that was too close.
Yeah. That was, yeah. So it's kind of awake, but it doesn't, it's not.
I'm
Well,
almost
you guys
afraid to
can see
try
it.
again. I mean, I've got a blasted +6, but at this rate. So we saw the dragon's head move and all that. How close? I mean, how much of the dragon can we see where we are?
From your perspective, you only can see its head, and from being 60 feet away, or just under 60, you only can like kind of get a good look of its kind of like the head of it and part of the neck, but that's about it.
We're not far enough in yet that we can actually see.
To
how big
get
this
to get a
is.
real good look at it.
Do I try again?
So do we see anything else around it yet?
Cover by chance?
Actually, I'm going to run a perception check. Okay.
I was doing the same thing.
Perception check's a 22.
V rolls a 6 plus 2, which is an 8. Rox rolled a 16 plus a 6 to get a 22. V sees nothing.
I
But
see a head.
as
a
Rox,
head.
like Rox kind of like, he does, like, you don't see anything abnormal. Like, it doesn't, like, you don't see any bodies, any, like, from where you're at on the floor, like, you're kind of looking around near you. It's a bunch of dirt, it's a bunch of rocks. Like, it doesn't seem like he brought anything back with him from this distance. But it can all be behind him for all you know. He could be on top of it.
All right. I'm going to risk it.
Do I need to roll a perception check to see if there's a rock big enough to cover behind?
You could
Or maybe the rock that Rox just kicked at the dragon again.
He tries to get closer and he makes a little too much noise, and at this point the elves kind of see it, like it kind of perks itself up a little more, and you can kind of like it like looks directly in your direction.
It's awake, looking right at us. What do you want?
Hi.
Stop trying.
But you're saying your direction. Are you saying like rock, like V
In the-
or
in the-
at that
in-
torch?
At
group.
the torch. Because that's what he sees. He doesn't see you guys because you're kind of off in the shadows. But he looks pretty much right at the torch. But they don't see this because it's
I can see it.
well, yeah, Scotch can't, being the elf
Or
whoever has dark vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you let the group know that they can now see you?
Y'all, dragon's up. Dragon's ready. We about to be Friday.
Actually, he does see everybody because he can see 120 feet. He just didn't really.
the torch caught his attention.
It's like
But the torch definitely caught his attention.
it's a staring game. Who moves first?
That dragon's awake.
We're here to
So
talk to
wait,
you about your car's
torch again?
warranty.
We all
We're here to
gonna
talk to you
die.
about your car's warranty.
Should I throw the torch again?
I don't think any of us speak anything that's going to allow us to talk to the dragon.
Me
I
and
think
Scotch
there's
can do telepathy.
I do. I speak dragon.
Oh, okay.
Draconic.
Yeah.
Dear
Well,
dragon,
you-
please do not eat us.
As it like it, you kind of the elves kind of see it kind of stand up a little, and you all hear it. He goes, "What do you want?"
We want to know the same thing.
You all understand it.
Oh, so it's speaking common?
Yes.
Cool.
To be friends?
Why have you come here?
Trying to answer a question.
I answer to no one.
Why?
He doesn't answer.
Time for one of Scotch's classic lessons in manners.
I was thinking, if I was thinking at this point, Escalade's our most charismatic. Maybe he should do the talking.
You don't want me to talk to this dragon with my 0 charisma?
What am I talking to the dragon about?
Well, we've been trying to
Oh.
find out
Yep.
if maybe he's responsible for the boats disappearing.
Yep.
Why doesn't anybody just ask him that?
Yeah, it doesn't take charisma.
Anybody can ask a question.
Hey, Dragon, you like to sink boats?
Maybe you should ask him his name first.
Oh, he doesn't
ask-
answer to anyone. He won't tell you.
That's with
Hey.
whom we're
Can I
speaking.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, say that. So you're actually asking what his name is?
Yes.
And he goes, my name? Is it really that important?
It would just be nice to
Look, dude.
address you correctly.
All right, here's the deal. I'm not going to do this today. What are we going to learn from this dragon that we don't already know before we do this whole... Like,
We could ask
he
him if he
asked
knows
one
anything about
question
the
and it's
missing
already
boats.
being evasive. Like,
V, flirt with him. Try and persuade him to our side. Speak draconic sexy to him or something.
It's just knowing the name would be beneficial to address you correctly and to show respect.
Python.
Even out of character, even with it not necessarily, being evasive and all that, it might be arrogant enough to boast that it's responsible for some of what we're trying to figure out.
Throw us off track.
Hey, big man, you know anything about boats going missing?
I like boats going missing. Kills humans.
Yeah, but we'll talk about the kind of boats going missing where there's nothing left even to humans to eat.
I eat humans.
I get that. I hear you, my man. I bet human tastes pretty good.
I assume you're the one that also took these gnolls out that we came across.
Oh, good. You guys heard that, right?
Off them nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leaving
Living off them nose? Well, we don't want to keep you long. We just want to know if you
Yeah.
know anything about boats disappearing and leaving one people behind. I just assume a professional like you eat all the people and not leave any behind.
No survivors.
There's always one survivor.
Yeah, I think we found our man, or dragon, as the case may be.
If there's always one survivor, then how come that one survivor don't remember seeing a big fancy dragon man?
Because it's not always big fancy dragon man.
Have you been commanding the pseudo dragons?
Mm. Uh, 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 uh. And he just he just has like a deep laugh.
Well, if it not always big dragon man, then who else be making the boats go poof?
Wait, are you telling us you're being controlled by someone else?
Not that
He
I'm
answers to no
aware
one.
of. I serve to no one.
Well, this could be the guy. Who else be making the boats go disappear with just one people left? It seems irresponsible.
Always one survivor.
So why one
I was
survivor?
gonna say, but why?
Tales of death. If
So
nobody,
he wants to be known.
if there's no one to tell the stories, how would they know it happened?
But
If
one
anyone
left-
believes
They
him.
don't remember it.
Nobody telling the story because they don't remember a thing.
Silly
They're too
humanoids.
afraid to tell it.
Silly humanoids.
Senior creepy.
Got real weird.
We just didn't let him have his morning coffee.
Right?
You woke me. You come into my cave. What do you want before I kill you?
Well, we were hired to take care of whatever had been destroying these boats. If that's you,
Yeah, what? Why
then
are you
maybe
doing
we're
that?
not the ones dying.
And you kind of, at that point, you kind of see the dragon kind of walks, or kind of stands up and kind of walks towards you, and you happen to see more of a. It's not like it's not a young dragon, but it's not like, it doesn't look like it's a full grown. Yeah, I guess it would be more like an adolescent.
Okay. So it's not an adult dragon. It's
Like a
which is
teenager.
good. Which is good for us.
But it's still old enough where it's been around long enough too. Like, cause I mean, dragons don't
Old.
age very quick. They can get pretty old. And he kind of steps out and he goes, "Ooh, excuse me."
You good?
Yeah, I'll be alright. Felt like I was gonna burp again. And he goes, and the dragon just kind of looks at you and he goes, "You all look delicious."
Okay.
Fireball.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Sense. So I immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are if the creature is not hidden from divination magic. We already know what it is. But I want to know like any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
His damage immunities that you sense are poison. His condition immunities are poison, and that's about it.
Okay. No vulnerabilities?
No.
Okay.
No.
Does he have any damage on him still from fighting those gnolls? Because you said you could tell that, right?
With like
No.
some in his teeth a little bit.
No, yeah, you
All right,
don't notice anything else.
All right, so
He's
I
like a very
kind of say,
clean
hey
dragon.
guys, whatever you do, you probably already figured this out, but whatever you do, don't use anything poison on this thing.
I don't think I have anything. Oh wait, I have spores.
He kind of looks at you guys, and he goes, he goes, "A dragon's gotta eat from time to time."
Well, so that mean are you casting Fireball here, Scotch? Didn't hear you.
Are you
She
actually?
said it.
Are you actually going to cast it?
Yeah, I am.
Hell yeah.
Far away
So-
from us. And it's talking about eating me, and I'm not cool with that.
trigger happy Scotch on the fireball. I knew it was coming.
There's nobody in melee. Like,
Yep.
I
Do we
do
roll
that.
initiative now then, or
Hold
Hey,
on.
I support
Hold
your use
on.
of fire.
Now everyone can see.
He actually saves the dex save. So it's half the damage, right?
I believe.
Because it's 27 damage. Yes, would be half the damage, so he would take 13. What's half of 27? 13 and a half, so it'd be 13
Jordan gonna use one of its legendary resistances.
From what I'm seeing, he doesn't have
isn't,
any.
isn't Adolescent Dragon a legendary?
No.
I thought it was
Oh,
only
how did he? He rolled a save.
He made the save. Because she has the
Well,
there's the
that won't
dexterity
happen again.
save.
As I see Scotch casting that, though, Driz totally drops the torch.
I will cast Bane on the dragon.
That's such a cool spell.
Okay.
Got to make a charisma 15 save.
Nat 20.
It's not gonna work.
All right, I'm gonna designate it with Slayer's Prey.
So
Excuse me,
you
the
guys are
crit.
so I guess you guys are just gonna attack this
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
roll it. I mean, roll initiative.
Yeah, we gotta get initiative. We can't just keep casting stuff. We didn't coordinate
That's a
an attack.
15.
We can't
so-
until the DM calls us on it.
I'll be back. I gotta hit the restroom really quickly. I'll be right back.
You do.
Oh,
I
geez,
rolled a
seriously?
1.
I got a 4.
Why is it on these that I?
Is that your second nat 20 tonight?
Who,
Yeah.
me?
You're
Um,
doing it.
Crap, that doesn't matter.
You are doing it wrong. You were supposed to save that one.
Right? That was supposed to be like, a while ago when I needed to talk to the freaking tree.
Or when you were damaging a dragon.
Yeah.
What's
Not when
up?
we were finding out how many suns it takes a day.
My boyfriend just came down here saying you should just cast a fireball again as soon as it's your turn.
I can't use that because it's poison. Can I use that one? What is it?
Okay, I'm back.
Got a little something,
How far away from this thing are we?
Probably about 45, 50 feet. Still.
Yeah, you and I are probably like 40 feet away at least.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit closer because I assume, we were talking to him, moved in to talk to him. I was trying to be all buddy-buddy with him, and this happened.
Well, he made it pretty clear he didn't want to be buddy-buddy with us.
Right.
He's
Hey,
green,
he told
right?
me he wasn't gonna answer any questions, and then he immediately answered like 20 of Scotch or Driz's questions. So that village idiot charm came through.
Brax, that has got to be the worst initiative roll I've ever seen.
right?
Well, Escalade rolled a 2.
Hey, I didn't roll much better. Yeah, I rolled a 2 as well.
He's green, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just checking something.
So V
This is the. Oh, I'm gonna.
and then
I'll be
Scotch and I
quiet.
tied.
The only thing I hate about Digital Age is everybody can just start
I'm
looking
guessing
shit
you're
up.
gonna go before me though, because my dex is high.
am I looking for?
So this is we've got a young, we've got an adult. You said it's not really young, but it's not really an adult.
Teenager.
I listen.
Problem is, I think they only really have young, adult, and ancient.
And she
She's
did
anciently young.
13 damage.
I wasn't looking up the dragon. I was looking up something else.
All right.
Juvenile is what it's called.
I was looking up
V,
something about one of my spells.
you are up.
Okay. I guess I'll just use my bow and see what happens. 25 to hit
You hit.
and 7 damage.
Okay. The dragon is up.
Yay.
He shoots out a cone of poison. Everybody make a DC Constitution saving throw.
Oh shoot! Had to be concentrate.
Oh.
That's a 10.
15.
12.
10.
V and Escalade are going to be the only two that make the save.
Everyone say goodbye to Scotch.
No.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Okay, so by the way, the dragon ages are wormling, young, adult, and ancient.
So this would be a young.
Yep.
I prefer Freud.
Yeah, I'm actually doing that wrong. Everybody that failed, take 30 damage.
30 damage?
It's a 12d6 poison damage.
Well, that means we're basically dead.
Hey,
did I fail?
Oh, I forgot. I gotta reset
V,
my
V and
HP
V and Escalade were the
Or
only
do we
two.
still have the bonus HP?
We do because it hasn't been.
Okay.
It was like
V
8
and
hours or
Escalade were the only two that made the save.
I did say that being taken down by a dragon was a great way to go.
Hey, I was actually going to attempt not to have you guys fight it, but you shot the fireball at him. I mean, I started to talk. I started to talk and bring something up, and then I heard somebody say, "Well, Scotch made a shot at him."
You said you guys looked delicious, and it was
Just be-
coming to
Exactly.
get us.
But you see, but you have to
I felt threatened.
All right.
You
have to
yeah.
let, but that's the issue is you don't let me finish conversations, and I'm saying stuff, but you're not letting me finish. You just
Okay,
keep going. It's a conversation.
Okay, let's take this off stream, guys.
Rox, you're up.
Who?
Rox.
Did we ever find out
Well,
about
if we
those
took
healing
30 damage,
stones?
I am literally dead. Because my max HP is 28.
So you're down.
Did we ever get the info on those healing stones?
The healing stone should have been I think I gave.
You gave them to everybody because
Everybody should have had one.
and then you gave us an extra 3 for everybody.
I thought I said it was like a 46 or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Just saving throw.
Oh, I didn't
8.
know everybody got one. I don't think I added that in.
Yeah.
I don't think any of
Whoops.
us did, unfortunately.
I didn't either.
And you gave us 6 total, so.
Okay. put it in other possessions, right? So healing stone does what?
4d6.
And it's once per long rest, right? Or
I'll allow it.
I can't remember what it was.
I don't
remember
think
it
I
was
really
only
gave
once-
any. I don't think
Okay.
I really gave any instruction on it. But yeah, we'll do it.
All right, so I'm going to
Oh.
heal myself for 16. And then
Now that cone of poison that's an effect that stays on the field, right? Like we have to get out of
The
it.
dragon
or-
exhales poisonous gas in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area takes constitute.
Hold on. If it's 30-foot cone, we're not even close to 30 feet from him.
30 feet wide. I don't know what the distance is, but 30 feet wide, I think, is what
It's a
it
30-foot
that.
cone wide. It shoots out.
What's
out
the
to 30
distance?
feet.
It doesn't say the distance. It just says it's a 30-foot wide cone.
If it only goes out 30 feet, then it didn't hit us. That's true.
It doesn't say distance. It just says wide.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty important thing.
I'm go. Just keep going. We're not. It's. I've made the decision already.
okay.
You can be mad. I don't.
Whose turn is
I'm
it
not
then?
mad.
Whose turn is it?
It's mine. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Hail of Thorns and then shoot an arrow at the dragon.
I don't think I have any healing potions.
27 to hit. Piercing damage of 9, and then with Hail of Thorns. The spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack must, and each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
All right, say that one more time.
So basically, you have to make a dexterity saving throw. You're going to take 1d10 worth of damage on a failure, and half of that on a successful.
Okay, so I fail.
All right, so I need to roll 1d10 damage.
It took 9 already.
Oh, do I have to roll 1d10?
No, you didn't spell roll properly either.
Oh, that helps. So it
9
takes
times
15 damage.
15 total damage.
From him, and then it took the 9 from me, or 7 from me. So
I already took the 7. I got the
Okay.
7.
but when Brax made his saving throw, did that help him, or is
No,
he still
he
down?
he failed. So,
Okay.
but
No,
yeah, his death saving throw is fine.
Yeah, if you
Well,
fail
I
3
don't know what that
times,
means.
you die.
I don't know what that means. That's why I was asking in chat. Like, I don't. Does that mean I might not be dead?
No, you're
Yeah,
just
see what happens is you're just unconscious until you fail 3 death saves, and then you're dead.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna have to take one every time on your turn until somebody can get you up,
Gotcha.
and then eventually, luck is how long you last.
All right, so who's next? I guess Scotch?
Yes.
Probably not me. Got a 4.
Fireball.
Do it.
Oh man, that sucked. That's a lot of ones.
Did you have your frickin' premonition thingy? Can you use that?
No, I didn't do that. Whoops.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, no, I didn't. But it doesn't matter. Like, it just rolls the damage, I guess.
Oh, you didn't have one from last time? Dang it.
She hasn't used it in a bit. Protego or whatever it is.
I don't even remember what it's called.
Anyways, got a 20.
The 23. What? So
That's
your
the-
thing, so it could possibly make me re-roll, right? Or what?
Hang on a second. Let me.
No, it's she rolls. She rolls
I
a
don't-
couple of rolls that she can set aside, basically, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I failed it anyway.
Another 23.
Like puking. Casting fireball. Gosh, it doesn't look so good.
It's like a really high production heavy metal concert over there.
I'm taking you down with me.
Driz is up.
Oh, how? Wow, okay. I guess I have to use that
Do I have any?
healing stone on myself.
Okay.
So we said that was 4d6 healing.
Right.
Correct.
So I heal for 11. Crap. It's horrible.
Better than nothing.
Then I guess, so that's my action, right? So I can only do bonus actions from here on out.
Yes.
Oh. Now, if I use patient defense, I can like dodge the next attack that comes at me, right?
Patient defense gives you disadvantage. Gives the attacker disadvantage on the next melee attacking or ranged attack against you.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of what I want to do
You
here.
could have used. Oh no, I don't think you have it yet. It's level 7. You don't have evasion yet.
Oh, sorry, ignore
No,
that.
yeah, I don't
was-
have evasion.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm hitting my speak to talk button like I'm talking on Discord. No, you're fine. I was wondering what
Ignore
that
that.
was.
That was me messing around with something.
We're fine. But see, well,
Yeah, I don't know. So does patient defense probably only lasts until my next turn, right?
That's correct.
Well, the good news is he can't do another poison breath immediately.
that is
Right.
correct.
I am going to use my movement to, I don't know, take a step back from this dragon, back as far away from back as far away as I can from this dragon out of the cave, like toward the out of the cave, obviously.
Okay.
And I guess I won't take a bonus action. That's just gonna be my turn.
It goes to Escalade.
Um, I use Abjure Enemy. As an action, you choose one creature within 60 feet of you can see to make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failure, the creature is frightened, and speed is reduced to 0, and it can't benefit from bonuses to speed for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
What's the save?
Wisdom 15.
Passed with a 19. Or 18, sorry. Can't count.
It's my turn.
Brax. You have to do a death saving roll.
Actually, he already
He
did
did.
this round.
Okay, so that will.
Oh.
So we're gonna count that. You're fine. You passed anyway,
Okay.
so you're okay.
Yeah, the first one I was just like, "Ooh, what's this button do?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
I didn't even know what it meant.
You're fine. Goes up to V.
Okay. Who's the most hurt?
Brax.
Brax,
Brax
he's
is still
down.
okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a healing word on him. Roll. If I can spell. Do it right? Yes. So gotcha 12.
So that because you said you were at -2, right?
Well, -4 actually, because
Negative-
I wasn't at full health.
All right, so that actually puts you up. That would put you up to 8 health.
Wait, you don't go negative health. You only
You
go
go to
straight
you go to
zero.
0. So
Yeah, so
that
you should be at
gives you
12 health.
12 health.
Oh look, I don't have the little Jeff screen anymore. Thank you, V.
Are you
He's alive.
anything else?
I don't have any. So I can use that, that was a word. So I should.
A word or a ward?
It's called healing word,
Oh,
which is just a
oh, I
range.
got
that
you.
can use. So then I'll just use my short bow again as an. It's with the 20.
And it does another 6 damage.
6.
Yep.
So the closest person that it sees would probably be Escalade. So it will move forward to him, and yes, you do get your opportunity of attack.
Well, he
How-
also needs to make a saving throw for my hit because my thorns are still there.
That is true. What's the
I'm
save?
guessing this cave is big enough he doesn't have any disadvantage to his movement, or
I
No.
believe it's 15. 14, sorry, 14.
It's a it's a what save?
Dex.
A dex. He passed that time.
Okay, so he takes half the 1 die 10 damage. So let me roll that and then we'll half it. Because there is no 1 die 5. Ah, dang it. So he'll take
four
damage.
damage. And your glaive misses. He is going to take. The dragon gets to make 3 attacks. He takes his bite first. Rolls a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Need that one. 3, 7. Takes 10 damage. Misses the second hit, or the first claw, because he bit the first time. And I missed the second claw.
Which is 10.
So you take 10 total damage. And because I already rolled for the claw, I'm not going to do the 2d6 poison damage. Because I missed that roll. So that goes to Rox.
All right, so he's now out of my hail of thorns because he's moved. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Slayer's Prey, which gives me the first time I hit him, I get an extra d6 damage. So my first bow attack, it's a 13. That probably misses. My second bow attack is an 18.
Hits.
For 4 damage.
And we go to Driz.
Did you add the other thing that you just did?
It's my first attack.
Oh.
I don't think it's the first. Let me double check. I don't think it's the first time I do damage. I think it's my first attack. Here's my Slayer's. First time each turn. Oh no, I'm sorry. First time each turn you hit, so I do have to roll a 1d6.
Okay.
So I do an additional 2 points.
Driz, you're up.
Okay. I guess Driz is gonna move back in 40 feet. I don't want to I don't know how spread where everybody's kind of located. I don't want to all group together though, so I kind of want to stay a little separated from the group, but still moving in that 40 feet. And she is going to actually. Yeah, I take that back. I'm gonna step of the wind right up to this guy with my equal.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack. Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, then I get a second attack.
That
20
hits.
hits.
That
for
hits.
6 damage, which is actually going to be a stunning strike. Which means that he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
And I'm gonna assume that failed.
What did you get?
A 12.
Yeah, it failed. So let's see. He's stunned until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
So he pretty much misses his next turn.
And
And
my
he's stunned,
whole
so
turn.
everyone has advantage on attacks against it.
So everybody pull out your big guns. Okay, I think that's all I can do, so that's the end of my turn.
Goes to Escalade.
Okay.
Oh, and according to Sammy, auto fails any strength or dex saves.
Yep. So he auto fails against Fireball, by the way.
Don't have any more.
22 to hit.
26 to hit.
Okay.
Well, because you roll advantage and it was a 26 on the second roll.
Okay.
So you hit.
All right. I'm going to give up a. Am I? No, I'm going to save it. In case I crit, I want to save that. All right. Did it roll damage or no? I'm not looking at Discord.
You did not roll damage.
All right, 1 second. Of course, it's a fucking 1. God damn it. All right, second attack.
What was the damage? Because it didn't roll over here.
Oh, it was a 1, so 5. 19 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, there you go.
11 on the second swing. And then I'll use my bonus action for the Polar Master attack.
You hit.
Six more.
Okay, goes to Brax.
All right. I have not done this one yet because everyone said it was overused, but we're gonna do Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
I've been
Eldritch
saving it for a
Blast.
good
Super
one.
What
class.
level are we?
Eldritch Blast.
Well, isn't
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast a
Blast.
cantrip? You can use it as many times as you want.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't been using it because it was told to me that was a stereotype that
It totally is.
You
so I've been
actually
saving it
because
for a big one.
because
Don't forget you get
you get 2 beams instead of the 1.
Yeah, I just need to roll another attack.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, you gotta see if they hit first.
and the attacks are with advantage.
Yes.
Yeah, he got a 15 to hit for the
So does
first
the
one.
Roll
15?
again. Roll your attack again.
Okay.
Because you get advantage.
It's 0.
No, that was damage. We need
Yeah, we need an attack. Roll the attack again.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Oh no.
That one it didn't go through for some reason.
No.
It was a 22. Watch, this one will be crap. Yep.
Oh, we trust you.
I'll trust you on the 20.
We've had because you're not the only one who's had problems
Yeah,
with the rolls not
I
showing
mean,
up.
yeah. Escalade had the one on his hit roll or his damage. So
I
it's
assume it hit, and we can say that it did 8 for the first beam and 10 for the second.
well the second beam hit. The first one missed.
Oh, okay.
So the second one hit with an 11. It got so it would actually no. So what that
No,
does
that was all for
No,
the
the
first
first
one.
that was
the
for the
first beam
first
hit.
beam, yes, because
Yeah.
you're rolling for your advantage. So your first
Right.
beam did 11 damage. So now
Now
roll it
roll-
again. Like so,
Then roll twice
now
because
roll,
you've
yeah,
got.
you're gonna, yeah.
I know there's a way to roll advantage because, like, Big just did it a moment ago, but I can never remember how to do it.
So to be clear, I need to roll like an attack and damage again.
No, it
No.
should be.
No,
You should be able to
attack
do
twice.
2
Roll
attacks.
2 attacks right now, yeah. And then you take the higher of the 2.
That hit. Don't even
That hit,
bother.
so don't
Yeah.
even
You're
worry about
fine.
the other one.
Roll your
Now
damage.
roll your damage. Yeah.
That was sucky.
4.
Well,
But you
He
so,
would roll the second attack to see if he crits.
that is true.
Oh, that's good.
That's a
good,
true.
Good point.
That's
Yeah,
true.
roll the,
roll
roll
the
the second attack.
yeah. Well, because if the second attack ends up being higher, it's good.
No, not the
No,
damage.
not-
The attack.
Oh god.
Okay.
But that is the attack. No.
It takes time.
Oh,
No.
no.
No. So it does another. So it does 15 total damage. And we go back to the top to V. Unless there's something else you can do.
No, until we get arrested, I can switch out to blades. My only bonus actions have to do with handheld weapons.
Well, and you're
So
not close
guys-
enough to use handheld weapons at the moment.
Hold on.
Yeah, well, and I don't even have them equipped, so it doesn't matter.
So I just want to go through this real quick so everybody's aware. If you're using Beyond 20 and you're using your D&D Beyond sheet, when you click on the box that for the attack, a little thing pops up that says select roll mode. You drop that drop down and there's a thing that says advantage. You just click that.
I see. If you right click on it, you get options. I've just been clicking left click.
Oh.
But yeah, if you right click it, it'll ask you advantage, disadvantage, or roll. Cool.
Okay.
You could do that
Cool.
too.
But V, what? So since Brax is done, it goes up to you.
Alright, I'm gonna short bow. And
Hits.
that's using the advantage.
That's a crit.
Yep, that's a yep,
Oh, it took the crit into account.
Yep.
Okay.
and 13 damage. And then I'm gonna throw a heal out again as my bonus.
At this point, I think Scotch is probably the most hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Talking
Is
about,
Bra-
I look
Brack-
great.
Brax is up to 12. Scotch, what are you sitting at health wise?
4?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
maybe another 7.
Thank you.
Alright, that's mine.
With the dragon being, I guess with the dragon being stunned because he can't do anything in that process, it goes down to rocks.
Okay, how far are Driz and Escalade from the dragon?
Let's see.
Driz is like right on top of the
I'm-
dragon.
Yeah, I'm pretty in there. Let me take
You're
a
within
look
5
here.
feet.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm 10 feet away. I think the range on the eagle was 10 feet, right?
And Big, your Escalade would be 10 feet, right?
He'd be at least
That would
10.
be 10 feet. I
Yeah.
think the range on the Ickle was 5 feet.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Is
sure
that-
it's like
is-
a
is
half a
that-
spear.
Because that
Yeah.
determines whether or not I'm going to use Hail of Thorns again.
It consists of a 3-foot wooden shaft with a steel or stone blade up to 18 inches long. So it would be about 4.5 feet long.
Okay, then I'm not using Hail of Thorns.
Alright.
Okay, so
Well,
I already
I'm that far away then.
I already have Hunter's Prey. I'm also going to cast Hunter's Mark, which does the same thing. Or Slayer's Prey. I'm also going to cast Hunter's Mark, which does the same thing. So my first hit, I get 2d6 added damage now. And I will go ahead and mark that spell slot. So going back to my attack. And it didn't carry over.
What was the roll?
25.
It hit. I'll let it go. We let Brax do his, so.
Yep. And
And Big
then
did his, so I'll let it go.
so there's this. Why is this, all of a sudden this isn't? There we go. Okay, so there's my piercing damage. There's
So
the
it does
8.
8 to begin.
And I need to roll 2. Since it's my first hit, I need to roll 2d6 additional.
Mm-hmm. Watch, it's like 2 1s.
Hmm.
4.
Well, there is one
Yeah.
there. Okay, and then my second shot with the bow. This one doesn't get the added. It still gets the advantage. Now that's 1. Yeah. And I don't imagine that hits, right?
No, but you still need that.
That
That one will.
All right, and then my damage is 10.
And
Goes to Scotch.
Ball out of fireballs, so. And I'm assuming that a medium hand would not do crap to a dragon as far as restraint goes. So. I guess I'm casting Ray of Frost.
Okay.
well, immunity is poison, so
Yeah, my poison spell is like the only thing I have. And this is advantage?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Oh, what? Did it not show up?
What did you roll?
It hates me. Both were 12s plus 8, so
20.
20 total.
It hit.
Ooh. Ten.
You don't sound too
10.
you sure?
Yes.
I think it showed up, did it not? Yes,
Yeah,
10.
it showed up.
Yeah.
That was a late show up, but yeah, okay. Go to Driz.
Okay, well, I guess I wish I had more key points. We should have rested. I'm gonna do 2 attacks with the Ikoa, I think.
Okay.
And I get advantage still, right?
Yes,
Yep.
you do.
I'll do it with advantage next time.
That
Okay, so 17 hit.
no, it does not.
Okay.
17 doesn't hit.
Nope.
12 doesn't hit
And you
either.
Don't hit either.
Okay, and I'm gonna spend my last key point here to do a flurry of blows on it. So I stab him a couple times, and I'll kick him a couple times.
Remember, all these. Are you rolling these with advantage?
Yes, she
Yeah.
is.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Oops.
There you
Okay,
go.
21 hit.
That hits.
Okay, that's 4 damage.
And we go to.
Wait, I still have one more
oh,
attack.
Do you?
Yep,
Yeah, she has 3 attacks.
I have 4 attacks because I
Oh,
used
4.
flurry of blows.
Yeah, 4 with.
And a 23 for 6 more damage.
You pretty much start punching this thing real quick, real fast, real hard, and all of a sudden you just hear like a crunch right in its chest, and the thing like falls over.
I'm like here stomping it with my foot, and my foot just comes through it. Right?
You pull your foot out. Ooh, dragon guy.
Because I've got my equal on my hand, so I'm just stomping.
Scotch hit it with another fireball. Make sure.
Just put through some burned flesh right here. Ew.
And you
Okay,
guys
I
have
think we
officially
just won.
killed the dragon.
Just like bends over. Screams super loud with her eagle above her head, like.
like a Neanderthal, like.
Hey, Driz, should you maybe get your foot out of there? Maybe.
Yeah, Driz is cheering with her foot inside of it, like, somebody take my picture right now.
Rox walks up to Scotch to make sure that she's okay, and then heads over to Brax.
I'm great.
I'm great too, since he walked over to me.
And then you kind of see him look back, and there's this, for lack of a better way to put it, just this huge grin on his face. Like, I can't believe we just did that.
See if you can, Rock. See if you can try to harvest scales to get enough to make armor.
All right,
And
that
that'd
would be a
be-
survival.
That would be a
or
survival.
nature?
That would be a survival
Survival?
check.
When Driz
Oh,
comes
that's
down for a second,
jeez. Well, at
he
least
wants to
I
see
got.
if there's any treasure.
At,
I was,
le-
I was
There
gonna
you
say
go,
the
I
same
got
thing. I'm like, so
19.
dragons like shiny things.
at least I got good rolls when I was attacking. Okay.
I
V
appreciate that.
V is able to actually hold on. Yeah, V is definitely able to do enough to be able to get enough for a set of armor.
Well, have fun carrying those, Escalade. I'm sure they're really heavy.
Oh, to get dragon scale armor, I'm sure he'll have no problem carrying that.
Oh, I'm not going to use it, but somebody else can.
I'll use it.
To look for treasure,
You
would
can't
that be
wear armor.
perception or
Investigation.
investigation?
Roll me an investigation check.
15.
Question is, can
And
V-
18.
Oh my god, 2. I
Brax
rolled a
goes,
3.
I see no treasure.
I just see a dragon here. Dragon body.
Brox just kind of goes up to the dragon and gives it a nice big hug.
I'm still delirious
better.
from being a knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
V
I'm gonna
V's
stay
with
on it.
you. She kind of goes and
Something
sit
you
next to you.
want
Rox, as you walk, you and Driz kind of start walking around the back of the cave,
Yes, maybe?
and you guys happen to find literally,
Yeah.
like it's just a whole bunch of
Oh,
like
no.
armor. You find a whole bunch
Oh,
of
well,
like
light armor, which
arrows.
is Stupid.
You guys happen to find find a whole bunch of shields. You find
We find the dragon spoils.
you pretty much find all like just the spoils of the of him bringing
No,
people
sir, you
back
find
here.
Our spoils.
And as Rox was kind of sifting
Wow.
through like some of the bodies,
Let's see what I want to say.
you find a pouch with 500 gold pieces in it
Dragons like shins.
and 3 malachite gems.
Nice.
Scotch. Brax is buying you a scotch.
Does Jizz find anything?
As Driz is kind of walking around through the and kind of sifting through, looking around, you set your eyes on like you kind of like as you're kind of looking around like the gear, like you're not like you're looking for shiny, but you end up kind of walking around and you come across like you actually come across a set of Yikawas that actually have like a gold handle on it. And as soon as you pick it up, like you pick these things up, like you feel empowered. Like you feel like there's like you it's just they feel different from from the other ones that you picked up. But you don't understand what that feeling is just yet.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely take that. I guess unidentified Equa.
Yes.
All right. Do I see anything among the weapons and stuff while we're looking?
As you are sifting around the weapons, you do happen to come across a couple that like longbows, short bows, but in one of the what's it called, quivers, you happen to come across like you find like a leather quiver that looks very similar to the Yikawas that Driz picked up, like the same gold banding on it.
Okay, so
Very
an
similar.
unidentified
It's
quiver.
going to be an unidentified quiver.
So I call over to the others and say, "There's all sorts of gear over here, and there's a couple of pieces at least that appear to be pretty good." And I look at Scotch. Are you able to identify magic items?
Oh, nah. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not. That's
Is anyone here able to identify magic items?
I don't think so.
I can detect that they're magic, but I can't tell you what it is.
Oh, is that what this is? The magic?
I believe so.
Cast
Just doing
detect
cool.
magic.
Cool moves with her Equa. Actually,
And that quiver has about 20 arrows in it, by the way. Easy.
Okay.
So I cast detect magic. Does anything in the pile or some of the stuff they've already taken light up?
Other than the two items that AZ and Driz pick up, you don't notice anything else at the moment.
So is there anything else in the armor or weaponry that, not magic, but looks like, it's in good shape, like something that maybe somebody could find use of?
A lot of the armor itself is kind of like scratched up, it like kind of torn apart. You're actually surprised what you guys found usable was usable.
All right. So I come back to the group and I'm like, well, we've got money. And I drop the pouch with the gold and the gems kind of in between us. There's 500 gold here and there's 3 malachite gems.
holy crap.
Yeah. I was thinking cha-ching, but that holy crap works too.
You all take what you need. I'll take the last share, whatever's left.
Driz takes out her jeweler's kit and starts looking at these gems to see how legitimate they are.
Don't even care, y'all. We just killed a dragon. Another one.
Another one.
So
It
each of
appears
us
out
would
of
get
nowhere, kills us.
each of us would get 83. Hang on. So it's 83.33333 is how it works out. I couldn't you just made it 600 gold? Would have been easier to divide up.
600, fine, 600 gold. That was just
There we go.
500 was what I kind of.
Yeah.
You
So we
wanna
each get
make it
100.
easy,
We each
just
get
give it
100
out to
gold.
Driz.
We each get 100 gold.
Him, where's my extra cut for killing this thing?
You weren't the only one who damaged it.
Not as far as Driz see it.
Looks over at the remains of a fireball with skepticism.
Hey,
That's
I didn't know that
killing-
I mean, I figured dragons could kill us, and I'm sorry, but like, that dude was coming at us saying he was gonna eat us or whatever, or that we look delicious.
That dude was gonna be Driz new bro.
You know who looks delicious now is the dragon. We can eat the dragon.
I don't think you want to eat a dragon that's
not
spits
a
out
poison, not a poisonous dragon.
I
I
mean, you
dare you.
can.
Do it a
no
little
one's
bit at
gonna
a time,
stop
and the
you.
next time we'll be immune.
Driz dare you to eat some of this dragon.
Driz, I held unit
Oh my God, please
for
do
another
it.
5 and gesture 8.
And
Bok,
Rock-
bok, bok.
Rox looks at Driz and then looks at Brax and says, "Even she knows better than to eat it. That should tell you something."
Give Driz your share of the money she eat piece of this dragon.
Don't eat the dragon. It's not good.
Hey Driz, what about those gems? Are they legit?
How do I use jeweler's kit? What would that be?
I don't think you have to roll on that, do you?
No, I mean, I'm proficient with it. I have one. I should just, I guess, be able to tell if these
So
are.
it'd be like history or
I thought proficiency just means you get advantage on rolls for it.
It'd be an
though.
it'd be an advantage on the roll.
Okay.
So roll me advantage on
Insight?
No,
no,
I would
that's
say
perception.
give me a perception check on them.
Would it
Perception?
be that or would it be history?
No, don't. It's gonna be perception. That's my
That's
personal
fine.
push.
Yeah, do I'll do perception.
Perception makes more sense.
25.
I mean, look as you kind of look them over and whatnot. I mean, they look real. Like they're definitely
Intelligence would have worked too.
they're definitely
No, it wouldn't have. Do you remember who you're talking to?
Well, you know what I mean.
Her wisdom's good. Her intelligence, not so
Yeah.
much.
Oh yeah, Drew's intelligence modifier is -1, so.
Yeah, I mean, as you look them over, they definitely look real. Like they're not fake.
And they
These
wouldn't know what
booty-
malachite goes for anymore.
These booties look good to me.
I mean, I should know how much malachite goes for.
Would make sense.
Jewel trade used to be like my thing before I got abducted. You guys kidnapped a minor, by the way.
But you're not
I guess the
anymore.
captain did. Not anymore, I guess. No. I'm like one of those ladies who was trapped in a dude's basement for 39 years, except for fast forwarded.
On here they're only showing about 10 gold apiece, but I'll put them at 30 apiece.
Something this fine, maybe about 30, if you find the right buyer. Maybe less.
So there'd be another 90, which doesn't divide very well by 6. But we'll figure something out.
Give you back the gems and put away my jeweler's kit.
I don't know about
Actually,
any of
it
the rest.
divides perfectly by 6. It's 15 each.
15
Oh,
each,
okay,
yeah.
cool. You're right. I wasn't thinking right. So,
Math.
all right, but we got to sell them before we get that. So, I don't know about anybody else. I'm all for crashing here for the night.
Yeah, we definitely need to rest before we.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired.
Long rest.
I think Brax
I was
needs...
dead most of the day, so.
Honey, you're fine.
He got better.
I don't want to go in the cart.
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
He's not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
He says he's not dead.
But it is 12:15 here, or just after 12:20. I went to bed late last night. I'm still fighting a headache. So we are gonna call it right here at the end of a dragon death.
It's hard to wrap up a stream better than that.
Yeah,
Except maybe when Driz do Escalade off the boat.
that is true. So with that being said, fantasy or V, where can we find you?
When I'm not streaming on here, on the opposite Tuesdays, which is not true this month, you can find me here, or I am on my own channel. I'm finally getting back into that, usually playing Star Wars. I'm gonna try to start do a little more variety. I always say that and then don't. You can also find me on Twitter, and I also run the Good for Gaming Instagram. So
You're not AZ tonight. You are.
Well, I'm still AZ.
You're not
Just changed it as
Animal,
Hawk.
but Hawk.
Hawk. Yeah. My name is AZ Rockslide. I am on here on Thursday nights. In fact, this Thursday I will be on here. I believe, Big, you're joining me for Wildlands, right? So we're going to be playing some Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I will be painted as Animal for that stream. You can also find me on my own page, AZ Rockslide. I'm one of our stream team leads.
Gotch.
Hey everybody, I'm Minika. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Minika Plays. I don't really have a schedule. I just stream whenever I want to, whatever I want to. A lot of random stuff. Hopefully World of Warcraft soon, because I finally got that all set up. And yeah, and apparently I was last playing cats. So if you like cats, check me out.
Escalade.
Big effing deal. Stream every other Friday on the Good for Gaming channel. It won't be this Friday. It'll be next Friday. But like AZ said, we'll be streaming Thursday night. And you can also catch me on my own channel at Big Effing Deal 1 on Twitch and across social media. When I'm on Twitch, I stream ESO, also pretty much random times, no schedule. I don't sleep on a regular schedule enough to know when I'll be streaming. So just look for the alerts, my Twitter, and you'll know when I'm there.
Drizzle.
Okay, well, I am Nephimel. I'm the Sunday streamer on Good for Gaming, although I've been kind of bad about it lately. I need to get back to doing that. But I also have my own channel that I've also been trying to get back to. Unfortunately, I'm doing mostly streams directly from my console because my capture card crapped out. But I'll be getting a new one later this month, so check it out. Valkyria Chronicles is awesome.
Jester.
Jester8082 here and on Twitter. I am just now getting back into started the stream stuff, so hopefully here soon. I did briefly play Elder Scrolls today because I was trying to see if it would work on the PC, and it does.
yay!
Sweet. Get you in the guild.
No, that's not ESO. That's actually Elder Scrolls 4.
Oh.
Oblivion.
Yeah, Oblivion.
It's one of the better ones. Definitely one of the better ones.
We start with V, went to AZ, Scotch, Big, Driz, Jester, and I guess that ends with me. I am Cubby Blue for life. I am your every other Tuesday night streamer here on the Good for Gaming channel. But as of right now, we plan on streaming, I believe, for the this week, and I believe the next 2 weeks as well. So we'll be streaming next Tuesday, the 9th, and then again on the it'll be the 8th, and then the 15th. I can be found on Cubby Blue for Life here on Twitch. Cubby Blue for Life on Twitter. Also almost gonna be Blue for Life everywhere in some aspect. I do have a big 30-hour Extra Life marathon starting Friday night at 6 until midnight Friday, then 10 to 10 both Saturday and Sunday. Um, so that's my final big push for the end of the year. But other than that, thank you for being here tonight. I have to get to bed. It's late. 7 comes early in the morning. So you guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.